Yes, hi, and welcome to the Tuesday show. I'm your host,
Name?
David Graham.
And I'm James Chad. How's everybody going?
Today we got a ton of stuff to talk about. There actually is legit a lot of news today.
Weird.
I know.
It's hard to tell which weekend is going to have a lot of news and which weekend is going to just be like, there's nothing to talk about.
It's a hit and miss thing, but there's definitely a hit this
That's
week.
right. It's James Chen, the personality.
James Chen personality, that's right, huh? Congrats on your nomination over there to whatever it is.
That's weird.
We'll chat about that.
Yeah, okay.
Samurai Shodown clips are out. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about MK11. There's a lot of stuff in terms of characters released / patch notes for a ton of different games. There are results for a couple of big events and more. And we only have however many hours we want to spend talking about it to talk about it. Can you believe it?
We could talk about this for a while if we really, really felt like it.
By the way, thank you to Nutacon for subscribing for 1,000,000 months in a row.
That's right.
Saw that
Nutacon.
39 months.
Met him at several events now, so
Nice work out there.
cool hanging out with him.
So, the program says that we're going to be starting off with Samurai Shodown conversations. There are a bunch of clips out of it now. There's like extended gameplay out of it.
Was gonna be play testable. It was gonna be playable at PAX East, and I think a lot of people are getting their hands on it. Like, I don't know how L.I. Joe got onto it.
I don't know either. I'd be curious, but in any case, he got to play it. Other footage has been out. There's
My phone is like pinging.
I hear it. Your phone's going wild over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So just in case it's an emergency.
For sure. Yeah,
Just in case.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
There's they put out, a bunch of promo vids of the game. Some of them are like a little weird in choice. For example, you can watch somebody play against a level easy CPU for a while, which is a funky decision, but they put that out. Did you watch the clip of somebody playing against the computer?
Is that what that was? Because
I mean, it's got to be. There's no human who would play in that way. Oh, well... No, but it wasn't like weird decisions. It was like, don't press a button for a while, which bad players don't do.
Are you sure it just wasn't like two people going like, let me try something.
I don't know. That's what it seemed like to me.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
okay.
Did you watch much?
I watched little bits here and there to get like a decent idea, I guess, of how it works. But it seems like that they're really trying to pull in the lots of mechanics mentality of Samurai Shodown. So Samurai Shodown 2, one of the things I loved about it is that there was crouch dash, crouch rolling, running tumble, the crouching, the little hops and everything. And even though they weren't really specifically really good or made to design, so there was just weird moments that you would use them and it would be amazing. You know what I mean? And then Samurai Shodown 5 special. I mean, God, there's just mechanics on mechanics and on mechanics. It's like, hey, you can charge your key and move this little arrow up on your life bar, and if you do that, then when you get into this mode, there's the sword meter that builds up and down and everything, and you can activate it. You can sacrifice your super meter to activate rage mode. It's just, dude, there's just mechanics everywhere. So it feels like they're kind of trying to go a little bit that route without going overboard, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. What did you think so far?
I'm not as impressed as I was hoping.
From what aspect? That's the question. Are you talking
Most
aesthetically or gameplay-wise?
Most of them. Aesthetically, I like the sort of art direction. I think it's cool art direction, but the graphics are bad. If that makes any sense. That I think it's artistic looking and cool, but would have been great 10 years ago in terms of how the graphic quality is. I feel it's pretty poor, it seems to me. I don't know, it's a weird dichotomy. You can definitely have good graphics but bad art direction, and the opposite is also possible. So that's how it seems to me. The gameplay looks slow.
I mean, it's supposed to be slow,
I know
right?
its previous games have been that way. I know. I'm just not that into it, my man.
I mean, when you
So
when you watch old Samurai Shodown footage, does that also make you feel that way too?
It does.
Okay, so that's
it's I may not be the target
right?
audience.
Yeah. It's consistent right there. At least that's consistent, right?
Yeah.
So okay. I'm not a fan of the looks of it right now.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the graphics, and it's weird because it's almost kind of like backwards, but not really. Like, it's kind of what you're saying, but I actually think that there's a little bit too much polish to the game right now. Like, the graphics aren't like super, super great, but the thing about it is, I feel like the animation is too smooth. I feel like everything looks very 3D model-y.
It does.
Right? And like even just the reactions of the sword pinging and rebounding back. Like in the old games, it was literally like you got your move blocked. There was no in-between frames. It was like ping and you're over here already, right? So in this game, you can actually see them flicking back a little bit. And even as little tiny bit of that is there is enough to not quite make it feel right to me. I don't know. There's also something weird about the fact that the screen doesn't zoom in and zoom out like it does. Or maybe it does a little bit.
I mean,
but
it did a little bit, but it's
just not as
much,
blatant.
For sure, yeah.
And then when you jump, the screen doesn't scroll up. I don't know.
The jumps aren't 10 stories tall. Right. It's not like...
And that's kind of, I missed that.
Which it was in previous games.
Right. I missed that. I missed the...
Yeah, you're just
super
way up in the sky.
high jump. Right. Like, I kind of missed that, to be honest with you. So, the weird thing is, I don't think it's gritty enough. Like, it looks almost like they're trying to do a really good job making a 3D game. Like, for example, I think Street Fighter V, isn't like the paragon of graphics either. And I think the realistic graphics in there are kind of weird, even though it's obviously they're a little cartoony and stuff like that. But it'll be fine. But if you took Darkstalkers and you did it kind of like this, where it was just animated very smoothly and like intentional and very clear and perfect, I feel like it would to take away from the game. You know what I mean? I kind of want... Samurai Shodown always just had this very dirty feel to me, you know?
The hit stop and block stop was huge.
Right,
And it doesn't... Some moves, like the big, like, heavies, still look that way, but the others don't seem that way.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And even some of the stages had regular background music, which was shocking to me.
Although I didn't notice.
Some stages didn't, though. Some stages had the...
Yeah.
And I was like happy, but then there was like
atmospheric.
some very like happy sounding song, and I was like, I
don't
know what's going on there. So,
Dang.
But yeah, I mean, I just in a weird way, it feels like it's they've learned a lot of lessons from KOF 14, and they're making sure that the lighting and looks nicer. The blood spray is kind of neat and stuff like that. But again, I'm not sure if I wanted that. Like, the lighting is almost too good. I need something grittier. Like, I don't know. Something about Samurai Shodown has always looked kind of, like, intentionally ugly to me, but that was kind of like the art style to it because it was so pixelated when it zoomed in and out, and like I said, it was just like, this. It was very choppy in the animation.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think... It's going to be tough. I think the only good-looking game SNK's ever made is KOF 13. I think they're all bad, personally. But, I understand that not everybody feels that way. My bad, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, look, it looks better than Street Fighter 4. But then again, Street Fighter 4 is a really freaking ugly game.
For sure. We were saying that on literally the night, remember like the night of... when they showed it off in downtown LA and you got to go try it out. For sure, the first things that we all said to each other was like, wow.
Dude, Honda, Blanca, and Dalsum are three of the most embarrassing models of fighting game time. Those games are just really, really
Zangief is bad. I think a lot of them are bad. Some of them are cool, but most of them I think
they got better, but you could tell like Blanca and Dalsum were like the first ones because they were like, these are the weird ones. Can we do them? Let's try.
I wonder.
I feel like that's kind of what it was. Like, can we do these weird ones as a proof of concept?
Just barely they did them.
Because Blanca and Dalsum, like when Dalsum does Yoga Fire and his cheap...
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. So, of course, it's better than SF4. It should be. That was 10 years ago.
Right, yeah.
But it's not... I don't know. I mean... obviously, I'm not somebody who was that invested in Samurai Shodown. So if it's not marketed toward me, that's cool. It certainly doesn't need to be. But yeah, right now I'm not.
That's true. Mark of the Wolves actually looks pretty dang good, too,
I think that's the closest. For me, that's the closest that it comes to good-looking game.
KOF 13, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, KOF's the prettiest. KOF 13 is the prettiest. Yeah. But yeah, I would say Mark of the Wolves is second place, personally.
Okay. I mean, like you said, I do like the art style. I like the way the game, like the touches, like all the kind of the inkiness of it that looks very Street Fighter 4, unfortunately now.
Yeah, well, it's the same.
It's the same
art director
or something like that.
Yeah, somebody high up in it is the same as SF4.
I mean, obviously the characters have more facial expressions and stuff like that, and I don't know. Like, I'm not enamored with the look of it so far. I just think it looks somewhat a little too smooth. Like, it was like people who are really good at school at doing graphics, doing a really good job with graphics compared to the rest of the classes. But then you meet that one guy who's like, there's no soul in this, man. You know, like, you gotta put, like, they're playing the notes perfectly. They're doing it. Like, everything that they're doing is, like, the right thing that they should be doing. But, like, every once in a while, you gotta do the wrong thing to give it that little personality, you know?
For a while, my brother and I took... this is such... We took blues harmonica lessons for a while.
Okay.
We were both really into the harmonica. I would walk around town with a harmonica in my pocket for years.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
We had this teacher who was like a well-known blues guy, and my brother and I were like playing everything on the exact rhythm, you know. And he was like, "Guys, you're nailing it. That means you're screwing up."
Yeah.
We were like, "What?"
No,
you know, like couldn't get it.
That's
we figured it out, but yeah, that took a while.
That's pretty much exactly kind of what I mean by it. Like, I feel like they're doing it right. Like, this is how you animate the moves. This is how you, like, we're gonna do the ping thing. No, but like, you gotta janky the ping as much as possible. So you gotta do ping, and then they're just back there. Like, it just needs to be a chop. You know what I mean? And kind of things like that. And now when they block, they've got the particle effects coming off, and the blood spray is really cool. Yeah. But it feels very much like, hey, let's add this in there because that's what the cool kids do now. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's something kind of missing from it a little bit. So I think it looks good, but I think it could feel better.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do. I do know what you mean. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah. But in terms of the gameplay, are you interested?
The gameplay, I mean, it looks like Samurai Shodown. Like I said, the jumpiness maybe not be as floaty as I want. Oh, by the way, before we get to the gameplay, I have one more aesthetic thing I want to say. I really hate that new Charlotte. Like, I think Charlotte looks awful.
Okay, I agree, but I haven't seen anybody else say that. But yeah, I agree.
No, I think Charlotte looks terrible right now. What the hell did they do to her?
Yeah, I'm not.
They like sex potted her up, and like that's never how she was. Yeah, you know what I mean? She was always the. I mean, she had like a skirt. Yeah, she has a skirt and everything, but it was never like, look at my crotch kind of thing. Like she was always one of my favorite characters, an example of a non-fighting game character sexed up for appeal. I always talked about Charlotte that way, and now I can't even do that anymore. So I hate the way Charlotte looks. She's got stockings on now instead of like these cool ass boots and stuff. And I'm not a fan of that Charlotte design at all. So
all right, I guess I don't feel that strongly about it, but okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways,
I think Earthquake is big.
Yeah. I mean, the gameplay, I really need to touch it and feel it and see how it feels. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, Samurai Shodown has that distinct feel. The jumps feel a certain way. And I don't know, it feels, the way that the gameplay looks seems more fighting gamey to me. And that's kind of concerning to me because I always felt like Samurai Shodown was so unique as a fighting game. Like, I like the fact that Samurai Shodown 5, when I was playing it, it really felt like really big, cheap moves that are just unsafe. And so it was basically like call out time.
Right.
Like, it was call out the game. And I love that.
Okay.
I love that kind of thing about it. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if it's going to be the same. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same. But, you know, we'll find out.
There's still stuff that does wild damage. I saw a clip of something that did 75% damage, maybe, something like that.
That Isen thing, that little charge cutscene animation thing, I think does like 50% damage, but I guess on counter hit it adds extra damage or something.
Okay.
So it just does a lot.
Yeah,
of damage,
that seems. I mean, that's to be expected, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope things do a ton of damage like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I'm also hoping that the game kind of retains this because the thing is, like, I've always talked about. I don't remember if I was talking to you about this on stream or on this stream or just even in just hanging out.
Yeah.
I talked about the movie Sanjuro, and the ending scene was, you know, the samurai fight was literally them just staring at each other for a long chunk of time before one thing happens, you know, and it's like the greatest It's like such an awesome scene. Like, it's such a good scene. Of course, my parents showed it to me when I was a kid, and I was like, this is boring. What is this? And then then when I was older and I saw it, I was like, this is the best scene ever, dude. Like, that, to me, I felt like was the essence of Samurai Shodown. Mm-hmm. So it was about this, should I hit the button now? Let me try now. And, like, it was a very Sanjuro-ish feel, and I loved that about Samurai Shodown. So if it feels more buttonsy and it feels very fighting gamey, I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily like it. I like Samurai Shodown because it's so different from everything. So yeah, everyone who's seen Sanjuro knows that movie is just like the best, dude. That movie is so good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, it seems to me, as somebody who's definitely not an expert in Samurai Shodown, that it still is slow, that it still retains that, and the things still do really big damage.
Yeah, I hope.
I don't know how unsafe or safe they are.
Yeah, and you know, the jumping, because like one of the best anti-airs is your own jumping attack. Right, because of the way the jumps are so floaty.
Right.
If you hit the button up here, you're just gonna miss. So you always have to do a deep jumping attack, which left you open to air.
Right.
So that was always one of the best ways to counter somebody jumping at you. Like, I hope that aspect is still in the game. If the jumps aren't floaty
Jumps don't
enough.
seem that floaty.
Right.
Really.
If the jumps are low enough that somebody has like an AB a C, I guess, that swings low enough that can. Oh, actually, no. I think it is AB in this game because I think it's AB, K, and then movement. I think is the button configuration is what it is. But if an AB hits low enough that it can hit at the top of your jump, like, I'm just gonna be like, no, like, please don't do that kind of thing, you know. So I don't know. Again, is it LMHK? It is LMHK. Okay, it is LMHK. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just the kind of person that really wants to hold into a lot of the old stuff. I'm about kind of like, you know, trying to maintain a certain kind of feel, which is why I don't ever want to see a new Darkstalkers game to save my life. But
well, I mean, from their perspective, I imagine that they are trying to make a game that people will buy rather than a game that is for people who like Samurai Shodown.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, presumably they would want both, of course, but like,
right, exactly.
You know, to get more people would probably be better for them.
I mean, I always tell the story too. A long time ago, and I said I want to make my fighting game, and you know, my friend was like, "No one would buy your fighting game," and I was super mad. But like nowadays, I realize no one would buy my fighting game. So you know, I'm totally aware of that. Like, I'm totally know that what I want out of a lot of games probably won't make it sell as well. You know what I mean? So it's a tough thing to kind of balance out.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
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 I don't know. I remain unconvinced on the game. I'm open to it, but doesn't seem like I'll like it.
Okay.
I'd be surprised, but I'll definitely give it a go for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see how it plays. I need to see more, like, well, it's tough again because like a lot of the footage out there isn't like the top or kind of like this, like you can tell it's not like people playing Samurai Shodown. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Certainly not two good players.
Right. Well, like I said, I haven't seen the L.I. Joe footage yet,
Okay.
so I don't know if his matches versus the devs were very Samurai Shodown-y or whatever.
I mean, I couldn't tell you if they're Samurai Shodown-y, I suppose.
Okay.
But it didn't seem like a great match. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I guess there's going to be more info of it coming out soon, and then
it's going to be playabout in PAX East,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So we're going to see a lot more about it,
right?
But I mean, apparently
Which
it has
this weekend, by the way.
It has the spot dodge now, and it has like the rolls. I think I read that the rolls are still in there. I hope it has the low crouch. It has a just defend mechanic that's built into it.
Oh dang, I didn't realize.
Which is going to be interesting. I'm wondering how that's going to work alongside, you know, the really negative on block moves and stuff like that. But I don't know if it actually does anything. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't actually make the hit stun any shorter or block stun any shorter. Maximilian, got a lot of good footage up there. And again, I haven't read that yet either. So.
It's true. I don't know much about the Sam Show scene for sure. I do watch, so I subscribe to Acho and Kohatsu on YouTube, and whenever they come up with Sam Show footage, I always watch because I'm like, kind of curious, you know? And I never walk away from it being like, wow, I should have played that game when I was
right. Look. Let's
well, you know, again, not every game's made for me. It's all right.
Let's be honest here. It's a game full of people with swords.
That's funny. Yeah.
Maybe Wanfu was your character you liked the most because he fought you with a giant pillar that he carved himself into.
The few times that I've played 5, I played Kusurageto.
Okay, right. That makes sense. He doesn't have a sword. He just has a bone coming out of his elbow. I mean, Wanfu, like I said, he fought you with a pillar. He didn't fight you with a sword. I think he did in the first game, but I think he had a scimitar. But I think then they changed it to the giant pillar, and then that was like
that is pretty cool.
You're awesome.
That's definitely cooler. There's no doubt. Yeah, swords are definitely not cool. Anyway.
Yeah, you will definitely pick Earthquake. I think he's your character.
I mean, I don't know because. He wasn't a grappler, was he? I think he's just a big, heavy dude.
He was like a big, heavy dude with like ninja moves. I don't remember if he had a command throw.
I mean, so again, I haven't played it a lot, but when I played Sam Show, the early ones, I don't recall him having a command grab. Okay. Let me know if that's wrong. But I think he just had like long chains and stuff, but they weren't like Dalsum buttons. They were just like big chains. Yeah. He's not a grappler, yeah. So I don't know that I'd be interested in.
It's interesting because I also think that the cast that was revealed is really interesting as well.
Okay.
Not some of the ones that I was expecting to show up in there. I feel like Shiki is a little lesser known of a character. They're bringing back the guy, Zamu or whatever, the guy with the 7 swords, which is kind of neat. Like, he's from 5 he's in 5.
Is that the guy with the mask?
No, he's just the guy with just like all the swords sticking out of his, that's it. Yoshitora, that's his name, yeah. Oh, is Shiki really super popular in Japan? Okay. I had no idea that she's popular in Japan. But, like, there's no Genon in there. Like, I would have thought that they would have put Genon in the game. I felt like he was kind of I felt like he was the Blanca of the game, right? Like, I just saw a lot of people pick him because he looked weird, right? So, I don't know. Yeah, Genon is one of the ones that surprises me the most. I'm glad, like I said, Jubei's in there. I'm glad Kyoshiro's in there.
I don't think this is really this.
Oh, no, I know, but I'm just looking at like characters that have existed and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, dude, why are we mentioning Spiral? Why are you mentioning Spiral, Curly W? What did you bring up Spiral for? Because Spiral is like one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time.
Is she really?
Children of the Atom, yeah. Like, she was so much fun. Oh my god, she was just. I mean, she was a weird trolley kind of character in a game where she couldn't find success, but she was just like super neat. All the stuff that they gave her was just awesome.
So the starting roster has 16 characters. They are Haomaru, Nakaruru, Genjuro, Ukyo, Yoshitora, Earthquake, Jubei, Galford, Charlotte, Hanzo, Tam Tam, Kyoshiro, Shiki, and Kuroko.
Yeah, there's also 3 more characters that haven't been revealed yet that are said to be brand new to the franchise that they haven't showed up. Which one's Kuroko? Oh, Kuroko's the guy with the flags. That's the flag dude.
Dude, huh?
Is he actually playable? Because you could fight him in Samurai Shodown too.
That's what according to this website it
like
says.
if you met certain conditions, I forgot what they were in the Sam Show 2 game, you could fight him and he just basically slaughtered you.
Okay.
Like he was the most invincible character ever, basically. So he's dude, like. It was funny, a long time ago, before everything was esports. It was like during 2003, 2004, 2005 times.
Yeah.
Like the Evo guys, when they were running, they're like, we should have a mascot, right? Like, let's just figure out a mascot. Okay. And I was like, dude, you know who should be the mascot? I was like, the flag guy from Samurai Shodown. And they were like, that's actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually kind of brilliant. Like, could you imagine if Evo top 8 on stage, there was always the guy with the flags on the stage and just like looking around and before a fights like, get ready, go! And then, like, dude, that would actually be sick. But of course, nowadays we can't do that because it belongs to SNK,
suppose,
So I think that would actually be kind of
cool. Kuroko is not playable. Is that?
I don't think he is. Okay. I mean, it can't be a Vortex. See, if it's a Vortex set play kind of game, which is what LL Paul B is asking. I'm done with the game.
Okay.
I won't play it at all.
Samurai Shodown.
Yeah, it's not Samurai Shodown at all. Like, if there's any sort of, like, Oki mix-up kind of things, like, if the Oki is more than I'm going to do my universal overhead or I'm going to try to do a low or throw you or just, like, poke at you.
Yeah.
Like, if there's actually, like, really deep kind of Oki in the game, then I might be out. I might just be out of that game because that's just not what it is to me. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So it's just not how it ever was. I really want Cham Cham. I liked Cham Cham back in the day.
Who's Cham Cham?
She's the one with the green hair and the giant boomerang. The little tiny.
Oh, the small.
The small girl who was the little monkey with the little monkey, and the little monkey is Tam Tam turned into a monkey. I think.
Really?
Yeah. He got turned into a monkey by a curse or something like that. So. But yeah, it's just that's the whole thing, right? Okay, so L.I. Joe does have high-level matches. I'll go check. So, yeah. But, it's a footsie game with huge high-risk reward hits. Exactly. Yeah. It's like I said, fighting Kyoshiro in 5 Special. Like I said, he has that stupid frog move where he jumps on the frog and the tongue comes out and hits a low. And it always looks like he's jumping, so I walk backwards. I get hit by it, and then it drains like 40% of your life.
Dang, a tongue.
Yeah, well, because it hits you and it sucks you in, he eats you, and then he spits you out into the wall, and you're on fire.
Oh, damn.
And then and it reaches halfway across the screen. But the thing is, if you block that move, like he jumps on the frog, the tongue comes out, you block it, and then the tongue retracts, he's still on the frog, he jumps off the frog, he lands, and then he has a ton of delay when he lands. Like, if you block that move and he doesn't take a crap ton of damage, you did something wrong.
Got it.
And that's just like, but that move is just like super good. Like, you can just throw it out there at that feel moment. He's scared. He's going to walk back. Boom. And you just grab him with it. And then they lose 40%, they die. And you're just like, suck it. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. And that's how it feels. That's that game to me.
Okay.
And I like that kind of pace. I hope it stays that way. We'll see what happens. So
that's cool.
There is no real Sam Show. Well, no, Sam Show 5 Special has a minor competitive community in Japan. They play it at TRF Arcade. So yeah, that's where I played it in Japan. So yeah.
All right. Well. Anything else to say about Sam Show for now?
I'm still going to keep my hopes up because I really, really want to enjoy this game. I really, really want to like this game a lot. I heard tomorrow at Wednesday Night Fights it's going to be like playable or something.
I didn't hear that.
A playable demo or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's what someone told me. They're like, you want to go on Wednesday Night Fights? I hear it's going to be there.
Wow.
I haven't seen a formal announcement, so I don't know if this is just like rumor, grapevine, something. But I mean, if it is going to be there, I can't see why Vi wouldn't have said so already, right? So... But we'll see. So. Yeah,
you would think that's like a big announcement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I didn't spoil anything. If you're trying to keep it a secret, I don't know.
Private.
So, I don't know. So.
All right. Well, that's big stuff. Pretty cool to watch. Move on to the next one then.
Yeah. More Mortal Kombat 11.
They're just pumping out the news. I mean, they announced the game later in its like cycle than they usually do.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're like condensing all this news into like the month and a half before the game launches. It's like not a lot of time to just be like characters. All right, story mode. So it's all coming out. Did you watch the story trailer of the old versus the new?
Yes.
I think that's one of the best fighting game trailers I've ever watched. It is so good.
But the funny thing about it is, like, it's funny because it's mostly lore kind of stuff, right? It's not
a story mode thing.
There's nothing gameplay. There's a few gameplay sections in there.
Yes.
So I think it's funny that you enjoyed it so much.
I like lore. I'm not opposed to lore. I'm a huge lore head when it comes to lots of things.
Are you sure?
Yes,
fighting
for sure.
games?
No, not fighting games.
Exactly.
Because fighting games tend to have bad stories.
Right.
But in other stuff, I'm a major lore head. So the only reason that I'm not in fighting games is that the stories suck. Right. But in Mortal Kombat, for the last few games, they have actually built a story, so I'm invested in it. Because finally there's a story. Look, right? Like, it's so rare that a fighting game has a legit story. That's just like almost none of them.
Right.
And I'm happy that I can actually enjoy the lore. If it's in Mortal Kombat, fine. I don't care.
What happened between Injustice 1 and Injustice 2?
What happened?
Yeah, like all the story advancements and stuff like that.
I didn't.
Because they do a good job with their story mode.
They do a good job. They had comic books out. I didn't read any of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did, you didn't. But I mean, can you talk about the story of Injustice?
Sure. I know.
Do you know the whole story of them?
Yeah, I played through the story mode for sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Just trying to make sure.
Yeah, I did. I thought about getting the comic books that they put out, and I didn't. I don't know. Didn't get around to it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. No, the story trailer was awesome.
A good trailer.
It was so
there's
good.
Like it's a bunch of jokes in it. The music was good. They showed off
good.
Jax. Like there's a bunch of cool stuff in there.
Dude, all the way that they talk about it themselves. I mean, the funny thing is they're doing all the funny, aware things that we were like kind of joking about. Like I hope they do that kind of thing, and they are. The whole thing like of Johnny Cage saying the other one's gonna get us all killed and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he thinks young himself is an idiot. Yeah.
Because the funny thing is like old Johnny Cage is still kind of an idiot.
Right.
But like then he sees just how much of an idiot he was back then, and he's like. Yeah. And, you know, it's one of my favorite subjects to talk about, too, of the whole... I mean, I tell this... Every time someone turns 30, they're always like, oh, I'm old now. I'm like, dude, the 30s are going to be the best years of your life because you actually figure out you're human. Like, the 20s, you feel like you're invincible, and you're just an asshole. You're just a dick when you're in the 20s. You know what I mean? Like, you just feel like everything owes you everything. You know what I mean? And then once you get to your 30s, you just become smarter. Yeah. It's why everyone's always like, wait till you get older. There's a lot of truth to that, to be honest with you.
You do mature, of course.
Yeah, and it's the humanity, it's the mortality that really changes your perspective on a lot of things, in my opinion. Okay. Right? And so, like, I just feel like, you know... seeing that kind of displayed in that game, that theme is actually really funny to me.
I thought the intro of Johnny versus Johnny, where young Johnny asks old Johnny if he does his own stunts, and old Johnny's like, I got other people for that. Yeah. And I like so identify with that now. Where, like, as a kid, I would have definitely been like, you don't do your own stunts? What an idiot. What a poser. Right? But now I'm like, why do I need to do my own stuff? Like, you know, I just... obviously, I'm not doing stunts. It's just like I just identify with that mindset. The way
I think about it is like moving. Yeah. Like if I move, I'm hiring movers. Yeah. Fuck moving myself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Back in college, I'd be like, yeah, we don't need to do this. I got all this stuff. I'll move everything. Yeah. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't even know why I want to do this. Yeah. Like there's professionals out there. They can wrap everything for you. Yep. You get 3 of those guys, and they can lug everything around, and I'm just going to sit there and watch.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
So same way.
Anyway, I thought it was a very funny trailer. I thought it was really, really well done. Hats off to them on that. I mean, you got to think, like, they have a big advertising budget. It's WB. WB doing the publishing. They have a buttload of money, so they just have, like, more ability to put out stuff like that. But... it's not just that they're spending money, like they're doing a really good job at it.
But they also have access to WB music.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, for sure.
They have like real music in there, you know?
That actually makes me sad because in the trailers, the music has been excellent. And then in the game, it's, you know, I don't know.
Even if it was MK1 music again.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a funny point. So, in that story trailer, they showed off Jax, some gameplay from, well, maybe more like fatalities and stuff, from Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
Diamond Dog says, James benched 300 pounds in my 20. I can guarantee that was true. It was the total of about 3 different benches, was definitely over 300 pounds. Definitely.
Oh, man.
Actually, maybe it took 4. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I feel like that statement, James benched 300 pounds, is more like, James's bench was 300 pounds. Had a very heavy bench.
Or James, in his lifetime, has benched 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was really cool to see Jax. I'm happy that they put him in there.
Was that the first time he showed up?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even know who's out anymore or anything at all at this point in time.
They also announced Shang Tsung is going to be in the game as DLC. We
talked about that this weekend.
Yeah. And it's the original actor from the movie.
Kerry Tagawa. That's what it was. Yeah.
That is so cool. That it's actually the movie actor.
He just looks so benign.
So in the promo art, he looks like a happy old man.
Dude, even when he shows up in the crypt.
And in the crypt, too, that's true.
He looks like he looks like Uncle Iroh from the Avatars, whatever. That's kind of like how I'm picturing. Like, I literally picture the back of him walking down a street with his granddaughter holding her hand, and she's like skipping around, and he's just trying to walk slowly with her, but she's excited to go to the market because he promised to buy her one of those melon pond treats, you know, and so like they're just walking down, and you can see the people on the streets, you know, doing their thing, you know, and that's what it looks like.
He just looks like a pleasant guy. He lives in a pleasant world.
He looks so happy, dude.
It is, I don't know. Is he going to be good in the story now? Because like things have changed. Like, what if Chronica changed things up in the time mode, and now it turns out Shang Tsung is a nice guy, and like he's like a pleasant sorcerer.
Dude, that's what they need. They need pleasant, happy Shang Tsung to meet evil young Shang Tsung, right?
Why
evil
not?
Young Shang Tsung will just be like, "We must dominate." He's like, "Man, I'm over that."
yeah.
He's like, "Dude, just be happy with what you got. Look, we're doing pretty good over here, okay? We don't need to take over the whole universe, Earth realm, whatever, dude. It's all good. Pick some flowers with me, dude, you know?"
Yeah.
So
well,
amazing.
okay, so he's DLC and playable, and I really hope that he will have an alternate outfit from the movie Shang Tsung.
Oh, just make him look like Harry
Make him look like,
dude,
like him
awesome.
in the movie.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah.
That guy had the best scowl face.
Dude, right?
Dude,
Yeah. He's such a good villain, yeah. For sure.
He crinkled up his face in a way that I can't even do.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
He just
he's
had
got
lines
like muscles in there that I don't know how to access.
You know how like when comic books draw people angry, they draw all those extra lines and it looks weird? Like he actually can put those extra lines on his face.
Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah.
Look, the original MK movie, I don't know that it's a good movie, but it's a classic, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, we talked about this on the stream the past weekend, but if you guys haven't yet, YouTube, the video, Enter the Dragon and Mortal Kombat are the same movies, and it is hilarious. Because, like, as I said this past weekend, you always see that. Like, oh, these two movies are the same. And you click on the link, and you're like, this barely qualifies, right? This one... It is like you're just like this, like the cocky American guy who's rich and shows up on the boat with too much luggage. Like they both do that, but they eventually end up beating the giant muscular sidekick guy whose name is consonant O, you know, et cetera. You guys need to watch it. You need to watch that, dude. Everything's better than Street Fighter the movie, dude.
Oh, dude. Come on.
Street Fighter the movie is an embarrassment.
Not a good one. Yeah, as opposed to like neither one is a great movie, right? But Street Fighter movie is actually bad. Yeah.
Though I will say the first Street Fighter the movie might be worse than the Chun-Li movie.
Oh.
Only because the Chun-Li movie was like there was Chris Klein. Okay, so Charlie Nash, Interpol, like that guy was bad.
Okay.
But everything else of it was just so boring and it was nothing. Street Fighter, the original movie, is so bad that you can watch it and make fun of it. Like the Chun-Li movie is just so bad that you just watch it and you're just like,
oh, it's not even make funable, huh?
Yeah, it's like that's why I feel like it's a worse movie overall because it's
that.
Not bad enough to be made fun of, you know. So I don't know.
Bummer.
Yeah, Raul Julia was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good actor.
Yeah.
All right. They also showed that Noob Saibot is coming back. That's pretty sick. I think he looks really, really good. Also, shout-outs to Jeff the Hero, who totally baited me, and I thought he actually was Noob Saibot's voice actor.
Did you actually get baited?
Here's what happened. I saw him tweet that, and I was like, no way. It's Jeff. He's definitely trolling. So I clicked on that thread, and in the thread, he made it seem like he follow-up tweets. People were like, really? And he was like, yeah. It's really, and so he did enough of those tweets where I was like, okay, all right, congrats. And then it turned out he was being a dick. So I even did the research of following up on the tweet chain to be like, really?
I mean,
I don't know. It was my bad.
I feel like that's a David thing, right?
My bad.
You would have just sniffed that out right away.
That's why I followed up and looked at the tweet chain. I thought I did my research, but anyway, he got me. I got.
But Noob Saibot looks cool.
He does look cool. Yeah.
I mean, in MK9, I even remember, I think it was at Wednesday Night Fights when Rip used to play Noob Saibot.
Yes, he did.
And when I watched him play him, it just, like, he looked exciting to play. So, you know.
I thought he was pretty boring. I mean, not boring per se, but he's like a zoner-y kind of
Yeah.
Okay,
It was kind of neat,
Okay.
right? So, I don't know. He might be a character I'll look into.
Okay.
So far I have maybe 2, maybe 3 characters. Who was the third character that I was maybe thinking about?
Johnny.
Oh, obviously Scorpion, because I've just played him a bunch now. So yeah, so it's those 2 and Noob Saibot now. Yeah, Scorpion's the other one. Yeah,
that's cool. I mean, I wasn't like digging around in the archives to follow up. You know, I was like lying in bed, either about to go to sleep or waking up. It was one of those 2. And I saw a tweet, and I was like, eh.
I mean, look, the thing about Hanzo is that he is surprisingly astute. And like he's like Silent Bob, except instead of being silent, he just spits out a bunch of nonsense constantly, and then all of a sudden, when this most profound
he's a smart fella.
stuff comes out of him.
He's no dummy.
I definitely have gone to him for a lot of advice because he looks at things in a good way. So
I agree.
Very smart guy. So.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So Noob Saibot looks pretty cool.
I'm curious about Shang Tsung because the thing is, obviously the morphing technology is really limited on memory constraints, right? So I don't know. Are they actually going to make him morph in that game or not?
I'm not sure. Like, would it be so hard to just like code in like, all right, now he's Jax?
Yeah, because it would take loading time. Because all that time on the versus screen is to load the characters into memory. And the faster, a lot of times it's faster, so when you pick the character, they're doing the loading there, so they find ways to shortcut it. The only way Shang Tsung would work, honestly, is if it was like, I'm going to morph, and then he goes, and there's a weird animation where he's like, but
it takes a while.
And then shing, and then he changes, and then he fights, and he can change back, and then they can dump that character from memory after he changes back, and then next time you morph, he would have to go, shing, you know, like that over and over again. Now, in MK9, he could only morph into the other character. Because that character is already loaded into memory. That's why the limitation exists. That's why XCopy works the way XCopy works.
All right. So,
Right, yeah. XCopy works that way in Third Strike because all they have to do is load the same sprites with a different color palette.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it. So that's just the way that it all works. So that's how it works.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, that would be interesting investigation code if he just said, mode of Jax, and then all of a sudden he had Jax's special moves. I mean, the 3D models, why not, right? But I don't know how much memory, like all the move properties and things like that, are going to cost and everything, you know. And there will be a lot of effects, right? So that's why Rogue in X-Men vs. Street Fighter, a game with 17 characters, stole moves from people, and then in MVC2, she just gained power up, speed up, defense up, and that was it. Because there's just no way they could have done all, like, given her animation for everything unless they reused them all. So
that makes sense. Yeah. But that's all cool. They also showed on the Kombat cast last week Kotal and Jackie. They went in on both of those characters.
See, I haven't seen any of that stuff yet.
Is huge. His buttons, I mean, all the characters have big buttons, but that dude is swinging his sword like 2/3 screen. Like, it's really, really huge stuff. And he has, the totems are back, but apparently 2 totems are tied to one slot, 2 totems are tied to another. So if you want all the totems, you have to spend 2 slots on it.
Right.
Or you can pick which 2 you want.
Okay.
I think that's kind of cool. You can also stack totems now, and they physically stack. So if you want to do like 3 damage totems, you get 3 damage totems, and you're doing a buttload of damage. I think that's pretty cool. Or if you want to mix and match between the totems, you can do that too. I think that's a really cool idea. Did you see his cat form that he turns into?
No.
He turns into a cat.
Turns into a cat, huh? Did they just try to merge our tastes into a character?
He looks good.
Is he red? Does he float and shoot fireballs at you constantly while floating at you?
What is this?
That's from Injustice 2, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Cat.
Like, what game is that?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the game that I played the most last year. Okay. No, but yeah, he looks cool. He's got a command grab in a certain variation still. Like, he looks. They really just like took Mortal Kombat X Kotal and like put him into this game. Like, it's just a lot of the same ideas, but maybe refined a little bit. And Jackie looks way more interesting. I felt she was one of the most boring characters in MKX. Like, just not much going for her. But she's got really cool traps now. She's got some cool cancels now. She's got a grab. She has some really cool looking like tech, and movement looks good.
I mean, like, what's her gimmick now? You know what I mean?
She's got like a command grab. She's got
I mean, is she fights you with lots of machines, or is she still just a brawler? Does she fight you with a spear or a pole?
No, so she's like a Muay Thai looking fighter. She's like, yeah, even her stance looks different.
Interesting.
She does have guns and machines and stuff, yeah, for sure. But she's like in like a kind of Muay Thai looking stance. Right. It's pretty cool. I think she looks way more interesting. I really felt that she was kind of a throwaway in the last game. But she looks super cool, I feel.
That's cool. That's cool.
Check it out. Yeah, a lot of cancels, a lot of normal cancels. There's one variation where they didn't really explain how they were doing it, but you can like cancel a string even on whiff, using it, and in
even
pressure.
Even on whiff?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And and in pressure on block, so you get like advantage. I don't really know the mechanics of it.
If she hits you with knees and elbows, then yeah, they just turned her into a Muay Thai fighter.
Like her stance is Muay Thai.
I mean, is it just Tony Jaa style, where she just like
she's just Muay Thai looks
elbows and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Tony Jaa. Dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. So if she techs a grab, she can then like amplify her tech and turn it into a grab herself, like a grab.
Wow,
that's cool.
That's sick.
Yeah,
can
for
you
sure.
tech that?
I think you can then tech that, but
you just have to be aware.
But she puts you into the left-right mix-up still, right? Of the Mortal Kombat grab. So I think that's pretty cool.
Dang, they're taking cues from a game that tried to rip them off. It's always the way that works.
Wait,
right?
what did that?
You know, so like Street Fighter, the movie, the video game, ripped them off with throwbacks and slam masters and all that stuff like that, teching the tech. But now Mortal Kombat has taken the technology from Street Fighter, the movie. I hope that if you tech it and she grabs you back, it goes Slam Master.
Wait, what? I never played that game.
Dude, that is 100% a real thing.
Is it really?
You could throw someone, and then they would tech it and throw you, and then you would tech it and throw them, and then they would tech it and throw you instead. There was like this layer of text until you got to the... And every time you did it, it was a different name. It was like this, power the reversal, Slam Master! All I remember is the last one.
Like
is
there's
an
announcer saying that?
Yes, the announcer says that for every single one of them that he does.
That sounds like a trick.
It's in Madge's combo video, too. It's in there, yeah. And it's like it is the dumbest thing.
I never played that game, but okay.
It is so bad.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, okay. So Mega Meister has seen it, so yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. It's so bad. Dude.
Wow.
Counter reverse slam. That's what it was. Counter reversal slam master. Thank you, Pneumatic. Counter reversal slam master. I didn't know about it until like Madge. I saw Madge's video.
Yeah.
Too. So, it's so bad, dude. It's only arcade version. Home version of that game was actually bad because they tried to reproduce Super Turbo instead of leaving it as the arcade version. Yeah.
I didn't know it was different. Dang.
Yeah, no, they're completely different games. They're completely different games.
That's funny.
And when you got your super meter, everything became an automatic EX move for no cost of your meter.
Oh, wow.
So Zangief gained his full meter. Every time he green-handed a fireball, it would reflect it back at you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't seem like a good idea. So I guess that's it for MK as far as like new announcements. But the beta starts tomorrow at 8 in the morning Pacific time.
Oh yeah.
You know, figure out the schedule for wherever you live. It's only if you have pre-ordered on the Xbox or the PlayStation. So you have to have a pre-order. And I've seen people talking about it. Apparently you don't get sent a code. You just get the ability to download the game when it becomes available.
Oh, whoa, okay.
So heads up.
Somehow they know?
I guess. I don't know. That's what I read.
Dang. Okay.
I don't have it myself, so that's what I think. But I will definitely be playing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 8 in the morning.
Don't think I'm going to be doing it at 8 in the morning. I'll be doing it in the afternoon.
What do you think about an early morning David stream versus a late night James stream at 8 in the morning?
That's actually... I could do it. I could do it. Oh, that's so funny.
Man.
That's really funny.
I'm hoping that the game is downloadable beforehand so that you can be ready to go at 8 a.m. But
you're going to be like that one commercial. Open.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, that'll be until Sunday night. It closes at like midnight Sunday night, I think, Pacific time.
So we'll be playing that at NCR as well.
We will definitely be playing that at NCR, for sure.
Yeah.
For
sure. I hope the internet Wi-Fi is decent. If the internet Wi-Fi in San Jose is bad, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Right.
You're in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the Wi-Fi is going to be garbage.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I hope not.
Dude,
First to 10 you in the beta? I mean, if we can set that up, then that's cool. I don't think you can. I don't think you can do requests, but I guess we'll see.
Someone was actually saying that they would just put themselves on like a private network and they would just match up with each other all the time.
Did you see Pig's tweet?
That,
Is that who
it
you're
was
talking
his.
about?
Yeah.
So Pig of the Hut said that what they did last
That's
time...
Brent.
Yeah.
Okay.
What they did last time... Or Brant, rather. My bad. He gets mad about that.
Was it Brent?
Brant.
Oh, Brant. Okay.
McCaskill. Anyway.
Okay.
So what they were saying, or what he was saying, was that they have 4 setups and they look for each other online. And whenever they end up finding each other, they just leave the consoles on. And they are now matched up.
Oh.
And whenever they want to play, they just play on that head-to-head setup, right? And they do that for the other set of consoles too. So, yeah, it's effectively...
Oh, so they are looking. I thought they had a way
They're
to
online.
keep it on a private network or something like that.
No, they're online. You just got to search. But then once you find it, you never let go, and you just have basically local play for the next few days. I think that's a genius idea. Genius idea. I think that's so smart. I'm not saying I want to do it because that's... Do you want to do it?
If you want to. I'm just saying, you know.
If you want to, man. But that would take a long time to try to find each other. And, but I think that's
You said they're only adding 2 characters? Which ones are they again?
So it'll be Bardock, Scorpio, and Scarlet. And then it's going to be Cabal and Jade.
How could we let's call her Scarjo.
Scarjo, okay,
Scarjo,
all right.
And then you said who are the other 2?
Cabal.
We call him Lonzo Ball? I don't know.
Kevin it is. So we got Kevin, and then you got Jade. We're gonna do Jade.
Jade.
I'll ask Tom Collins.
Call her Jane.
Jane it is. Fair enough. Yeah.
Cable. Actually, Cable.
Cable makes a lot of sense.
Cable, Bardock, Scorpio, and Jane. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And Scarjo.
I'll be there for that.
Yeah, you could just leave it on the rematches. You could just leave the cursors on rematch and then go to sleep and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly right. Genius idea.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is Scarlet the actual character supposed to be Asian? Because Scarjo would be perfect.
Nice. Got him. It's with a K, all right. It's a totally different name. So that is starting tomorrow morning. They also announced that there's going to be an E-League thing with MK11.
Oh, they announced that officially.
They announced that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I'm commentating it. I'm hosting it, maybe is a better way to put it. Hey, what's up, baby?
She's gonna.
I don't think this has ever been allowed before. Hey, what's up? So I'm going to be... Oh, just make sure that's...
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to be hosting it along with Mr. Aquaman. And we're basically going to be hanging out as people play streams. Oh, no. Okay. As people stream themselves playing.
They're not going to be playing against each other?
So, since there's no, match system, right? You can't, request a match.
Wait, so you're actually going to be doing this during the beta?
During the beta. Oh! It's this Sunday.
Oh, wait, it's this Sunday?
Yeah.
During NCR?
Yes.
Whoa, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing that from up north then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I'll be doing that from up north. I don't know, how much of it is out there in terms of what's going to happen, but basically, there's going to be 11 players, and they'll be streaming themselves, and we'll be looking in on their streams as they're playing, and they're trying to get the most points, and you get points by winning matches. You get more points if you win with each of the characters too, and you're listening in on them play, and I like it because it's not just a tournament. It's supporting these streamers, the players.
Oh, nice.
You're looking in on their streams, so you're trying to drive traffic to their streams.
Right.
I think it's really cool.
Who are the ones that are going to be playing in it? Is it specific people, or are you just watching whoever?
It is specific people, yeah, although not announced yet.
Okay.
But yeah, it's specific people, and you guys basically know them.
Can I put my name in the hat there
No.
so I can stream
Over.
from it?
Got him.
Shoutouts to Clog for the subscription via Twitch Prime. Remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account and you haven't used it on anybody, feel free to use it on us. Even if it's not us, use it for somebody.
Yeah.
Because that money is very valuable to streamers. So
For sure.
find your favorite streamer and support them with your Amazon Prime. Honestly.
For sure.
Even if it's not us. What channel will be that MK thing on? That sentence didn't make any sense.
No, I got it. E-League?
TV, maybe?
Whatever their Twitch stream is. Should I know that? I should probably know that
No,
info.
it's fine. It's the way it works. Nobody knows phone numbers or URLs and stuff like that anymore. So, hey, shout outs to the Caps Lock Kid. Thank you.
Wow, thanks everybody.
And Send Generation for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Yes, E-League TV. And wow, they are professionals. It says E-League Mortal Kombat 11 Showdown begins March 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Like in advance. It already says that on their stream. That's amazing.
Nice. Okay.
They got some money to market.
They have people who can take care of that.
They got people. Let me help you out. Oh, okay. They're not. There's a little
No,
ledge
I
here
will
that-
do it on my own. I refuse to
There's a
have
little
someone
ledge
help
right
me.
here that she wanted to get on. She decided not to after that. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be on Sunday. Please check it out. I'm excited to do that with Mr. Aquaman. Should be fun. And like I said, I'm really happy about it too because it's not just like a traditional, we're not going to be commentating constantly. We're going to be looking in on players, listening to them.
Discussing things, figuring out what they're
Yeah.
discovering.
Yeah. But like hearing the players themselves stream a lot.
That's cool.
Like the players will be talking.
That's cool.
And I like that. Like hopefully this will get people to actually follow those players
This
on their
needs to
streams.
happen more often.
Yeah,
just
it's
in
great. I really
general,
like that. Like
to
it's
be honest
publicize
with
the players themselves, not just the game. I think it's great.
you. Yeah. Okay.
So, all right. Guess that's it for Mortal Kombat.
For the mortals right there. Okay. Want to take a break?
Sure.
And when we come back, a lot of new game stuff happening
Yes.
here. So we'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to discuss some Soul Calibur 6, Dragon Ball Fighters, some Fighting EX Layer, and some Power... Can't work with this guy, man. I can't do this.
Trader Joe's is basically amazing.
How are they so cheap? You said it's like $1.80 for a bag of these.
Maybe
They're good.
$1.90.
They're
Yeah, they
really
are good.
And they're 45% less fat.
Although then what? I don't know.
Right, exactly.
It does say
True.
that.
This stream brought to you by Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Purchase everything with their mass-produced written chalkboard signs that make you feel like it's homey and actually...
It does do that. It does do that. I really like Trader Joe's. You know, you gotta go there for certain things. It's more expensive for some stuff, but it's also cheaper than like Ralph's and other things for other stuff too. You just gotta know what to get there.
Right. Well, now that I'm eating cheesy puffs,
Okay.
I have to do my midstream retrieval of water.
Alrighty.
So, hang on a second.
Hey, what do you want to talk about next? You want to go to game news, or you want to go to results, or what?
Let's do the game stuff. Well, we can do the four big game stuff, and we can talk about the game news later on, the smaller game news later.
You got it.
Okay, amateur.
Hey, Float Toss, I've been doing the same, man. I've been shopping way less on Amazon. Basically, like, if I can't find it in some reasonable way on other websites, or even preferably like at a brick and mortar place, then I'll get it on Amazon. But I've really tamped that down.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
I've been buying more and more things on Amazon.
No, you're sucked in.
Yeah, I'm definitely sucked in. It's also because I have that stupid Amazon credit card. Because
Yeah, no, you're sucked in.
I'm sucked in basically. I've got the Amazon Prime, so I need to feel like I'm
I got
using
Prime
it.
too. Yeah, I got Prime, you know. And I also subscribe to my favorite stream.
You subscribe to yourself?
Yes.
Yep.
No, not really. I subscribe to not me, but I did think that was funny for a while. I did do that for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not subscribed to my own channel. I'm subscribed to Ultra Gen TV. No,
Nice.
I don't know. I forgot what I'm subscribed. I haven't said it in a long time.
I think it's Capcom Fighters, to be honest.
How does that work? I forget. It's like you just have to reset it every single time, right? Okay. I don't know. I should gotta think about it. How to figure out a way to do that.
Unfortunately, you can't really live in modern world without using something on Amazon.
Peter0611, my Amazon credit card basically gives me 5 points for like every penny that you like spend at Amazon, like 2 points for every penny you spend at gas stations, and 1 cent everywhere else and everything like that. And I use that to buy all of my airplane tickets and hotels and stuff like that for Capcom Pro Tour. And yeah, I my PlayStation 4 was free, so I'm sucked in.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Amazon Smile is actually a trick, though. Read articles about Amazon Smile. It's kind of like a way to make you feel better about things, but it's not as really useful as it sounds, or something like that. I heard. But it's basically smile.amazon.com, where you can donate stuff to people. It's kind of like making, mass-produced chalk-written stuff. It just makes you feel better about things, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I assume Jeff Bezos is not being nice to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy's a problem. It's just so weird. It's just, why is it that anytime anyone becomes rich like that, they just have to turn into an asshole like that?
Well, they got that rich because they're a dick in the first place.
Is that really true?
I really think so.
So you don't feel like that? Because I remember we were talking about this before, those articles that talked about how when you just get rich, you just automatically lose empathy.
Sure, it may get
almost
worse.
kind of to justify why you have this and why it's okay that you have all this. And
it may get worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the history of tycoons in America has not been. There's not many nice folks in there.
Yeah, but I mean, then there are guys like Bill Gates, right?
Yeah, a
like
total jerk who decided to open up a very important aid foundation.
Right. Okay.
But
okay.
until then, in his rise,
right. Yeah.
Dick.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Oh, okay.
It's not like he was Shang Tsung or anything like that on his way up there. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe
Nice
he was.
guy.
Yeah, the old Bill Gates to young Bill Gates. Young Bill Gates is like, I'm gonna make all the money in the world, and the old Bill Gates like, man,
yeah, come on, dude.
Just gotta give it all to charity.
maybe.
Jesus.
All right, well, let's come back.
They're not dicks, dude. They're the pirates of Silicon Valley. Ugh. What's that shit?
All right, you ready?
Oh yeah. Gotta suck all the Cheeto off my fingers. Okay, hang on a second. Ready?
Mm-hmm. A lot of other stuff to talk about. Again, there's just a bunch of topics today. There have been releases / patches / new characters and so forth in a few different games. You want to start off with Calibur because you got it on the first one there?
Sure. Let's talk about Soul Calibur. New patch came out. I really only looked at system changes and Killick.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Dang, 3 months. Nice work.
To Zero the Hero. Yes, thank you. I'll call him Zero the Hero then because it rhymes that way. I didn't look at a lot of the other characters because obviously I only use one character in the game so far. But I looked at the system changes. I looked at the changes to Killick, and God, I love this patch right now.
Okay.
So it's funny because like there was that one interview that came out with Okbo, and I was worried about that interview because everybody was complaining about everything in that interview. That was Pac-Man, dude. You just like straight up Pac-Man that. But everything that they were saying, he was like, "Oh, we'll look into that. Oh, we'll look into that. Maybe we'll think about doing something." And I was like, "Oh, stop! Don't overpromise. Don't overpromise. You're gonna cut it." Dude, they fixed like so many things, and I'm like so like all the little small things that have bugged me in other fighting games that I've just had to live with.
Okay.
Like they fixed all of them.
Okay.
Like I swear. So okay, here's a great example, right?
Okay.
You jump by holding guard and hitting up, right?
Yeah.
If you're holding guard and then you suspect someone's going to attack you and you want to sidewalk up, when you let go of up and then hit up, like the buffer on the guard lasted too long and you would accidentally jump. Doesn't happen anymore. Mm-hmm. I would try to walk forward and block, really like inch forward block, which is super important in almost every fighting game, and you would guard impact.
Right.
Now that doesn't happen anymore. I just naturally double tap things. So Killick has back B, which is one of his fastest moves, where he just goes boom like this, right? But it's chainable into another B, which he does a stupid reversal edge, which is totally sidesteppable and stuff. And so sometimes I would just double tap it, I go boom, and then reversal edge. I'm like, I didn't want to do that. Yeah. You can actually just hit guard during the first animation. It just cancels whatever. It doesn't even matter anymore. You can mash B like 3 times, B, and then guard, and then it just won't do it anymore.
Is that a system-wide thing? Or is that
I don't know.
Killick?
I just saw it on Killick. Okay. It might be for some other characters.
Wow.
Dude, that problem that I had that I actually tweeted about, so I wondered if I was one of the reasons why they fixed it, because someone linked Okubo to it, is that there is actually a timing that you can hit AA. If you hit the second A at the exact time the first one hits, he'll do AAA. He'll do the whole string with only 2 button presses. And that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Because like it overlaps the window for both of them, so it like counts as the second hit and the third hit or something weird like that.
Thank you.
Gone. That doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, okay,
Shout
cool.
outs to More McGill for the subscription. But yeah, like, dude, they fixed everything. And then, so you know how Killick's soul charge works, right? He charges up and he loses life. The only way you can get out of it is if you grab somebody. Yeah. You could just manually leave it now.
Really?
And you get some life back.
Wow.
And if you can also, if you just hit someone with the regular super art, the soul edge, whatever the super art is called, the super is, you just gain life back. The critical edge, the critical edge. So you just gain life back. It just gives him life. Wow. So he has this more managing of life now and stuff like that. It's just really cool. I'm like super happy with what they did to Killick.
Okay.
I'm like super jazzed for this. I'm like ready to play this now. I'm ready to go back and Killick people to death right now. So
that's cool.
I heard Yoshimitsu got nerfed a bunch. To that I say, poor Yoshimitsu.
They changed how stuff works with.
The reversal edges and card impact.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about.
I thought that was cool. Yeah.
Because you know I hate reversal edges. I hate them so much. But now reversal edges cost like 18% of your guard meter or something when you do them. Yeah. So if you just sit there spam reversal edges all day, you're just going to be guard breakable all day. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I think that is cool.
Thank God.
I definitely think that's cool. They made it so that Astaroth doesn't have quite as big a hurt box. It was really hard for him to sidestep stuff. And like, I'm like watching other people like sidestep around verticals, and I'm like wishing I could do the same as Astaroth. But now he can, or at least better. So I like that. I'm down for that. Mm-hmm. He didn't get so many other buffs. He'd already been buffed, right? So
right. Yeah. He was already. He just got second place at freaking final round. Yeah. So
I think that's a really good change. I'm no expert in the game, so when it comes to other stuff, I don't know what to say really, the other characters. But
right, that's the thing is I don't know enough about the other characters for me to have gone through all their whole change lists and stuff like that. But I'm just happy with the system stuff, the stuff that they did to Killick and everything. I'm just like, it was really cool because it was almost like universally every character got more buffed than nerfed.
Did they blow up Mitsurugi? Is that why Paul,
did they
you're
blow
talking
him up?
about him?
Did he just get destroyed? I don't know. Interesting. I see more up arrows.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I think that's cool. And then, so there's a patch, but they also added a new character.
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy, who is, I guess she was a Raph clone in other games, because you know how like they always like had their daughter be their clone, or their sister be the clone, or their brother be the clone, or something like that. I guess Amy was a Raph clone, obviously with little differences here and there. From what I can tell, she's nothing the same. Like, she's just a completely brand new character now.
Okay.
And again, I don't know anything about Amy from old games, so don't quote me on that. But she doesn't look like she plays like Raph, I should just say, right? She just doesn't look like she plays like Raph at all. And she has really interesting mechanics. So she has a guard impact that she has to pick on which level it does. So she's got a high guard impact, a mid one, and a low one. Okay. But they're all cancelable into each other. So you can go ping, 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 and they all have follow-ups out of it. It's really funny looking. I wonder if that drains your guard meter. I wonder if you kill your own guard meter when you do that, now that I think about it. But then she also has this rose mechanics where she literally throws a rose at you like Vega.
Okay.
And she also has another one that she throws kind of like Dudley. She like throws behind her head like a bouquet, like to catch a bouquet. And they charge up different moves. So if you hit someone with 4 red roses, you get like 1 move changes and you get follow-ups and stuff like that. If you hit them with 4 white roses, then you get different power-ups and stuff like that.
Do you control whether it's white or red coming out?
It's forward BK and back and BK. And it's interesting because the forward BK, she just tosses the rose and it goes, about a character distance in front of her. You can actually launch someone and hit someone with it. I don't know how you're going to hit anybody with that white rose because she throws it over her head and only goes 1 character far. So like they're standing even 1 character outside. It just misses. And I haven't been able to find a way to combo it yet. So
does she have like back turn combos that she can do?
So after she throws it, like even if you block it, like she doesn't really have any advantage. It's not like Dudley, at least not that I. So you can like, combo. Okay, so So Macrophy actually says you can combo with White Rose. Okay, I just didn't find it. I just didn't find any ways to get anything going.
That's cool.
And it's not quite like Johnny Coins because when she hits you with it, you have to hit him with 4 of them to get max power, and then like. So quarter circle back, 214A is just a slow kind of move. But as soon as you hit him with 4 of them, it becomes this really fast, leaping low attack, right? But the thing is, even when you use that move, it doesn't reset it. It's like it just stays. It's like a lot of the other things in Soul Calibur, which the power-ups, I think, just stay between rounds, and it's just a game-long thing. So, okay.
Cool.
Oh, there are specific chains that can go into the rows. Gotcha. Okay. The cats are probably looking at this. I was a jerk earlier during the break. I held this up to Nathan, and he like sniffed it and started moving in, and I ate it. So I was a jerk to poor Nathan. So,
hey, buddy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, he doesn't think it smells good, right? You don't think
Are you serious? He's about to jump for it. Oh, man. There, buddy. There.
Oh. He's like, oh my God, you're going to take out my teeth.
Anyway. Anything else to say about Amy or Soul Calibur?
No. I'm good.
All right. What do you got coming up next here? So as far as Dragon Ball FighterZ go, there is a patch. I asked one of my friends if he wanted to talk about it, and he was like, no, I don't have time / haven't looked into it. And then I asked another one, and he was like, sorry, I don't have time / haven't looked into it. So, sorry, I tried to do like a little bit of research, but I don't know what it's about. I heard that Majin Buu can't do his like fat restand thing. He like throws.
Oh yeah, like they flip into the air or something like that.
I got nerfed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm worried about that because it always sounds like they try to take away a lot of the really dirty things, right? And it just kind of keeps happening that way, and so I'm worried that they're trying to sanitize it a little too much, you know. Hi.
You know my position.
Yeah, I know.
But it really does feel like they intentionally get, like, if a character gets out of, like, the zone of what they think is reasonable, they get back in there.
Right,
get back in there.
I mean, the way they designed Piccolo's thing, I mean, I felt like that was designed specifically to be that kind of annoying, but it just ended up...
I don't know.
Alien is giving away too much Fat Boo tech on
Oh,
Twitter.
cool. Thanks for the link. So, Nutacon put up the patch notes courtesy of @HiagoXYZ.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Thank you. That's cool. It would definitely be cool if Leffen continued to going back to competing.
Leffen actually had a tweet. He was like, maybe I should just go back and play other fighting games because he was like getting kind of sick of a lot of the Smash drama.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry I don't have much to say about that. My intention was to like invite somebody onto the show and ask them questions about it and be like, what do you think? And so forth. And it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
Right.
Mubby.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no English patch notes so far, right? So.
Well, that's these.
Well, that's a translation,
though,
right? Yeah. So. Okay. But was there any like crazy system changes or anything like that? Because I was expecting this patch. Because remember, they did all the crazy system changes very early on, Remember? And then everyone's like, they didn't change any of the characters because I figured that they were just going to wait to see how the system plays out and then patch the characters within the new system. So I think what they're doing is right. I do like the pattern that they did, that they first did the system changes and then the characters. I think that was actually really smart.
There are some changes. So 5LLL can now be followed up with a Z change. Vanish has minimum damage. Air Dragon Rush, opponent's falling speed when the opponent is hit mid-combo has increased. I mean, I don't really know what these things mean in terms of the consequences, but there have been a few system changes, yeah. All right. Sorry to not have more info on that. Meant to. Just didn't work out. FEXL.
Fighting EX Layer, new character. Oh, yeah, when does that patch come out?
It's out.
Oh, it's out already.
The characters are out.
Oh, yeah, because people are trying them over there. No, I don't mean the XL, the Dragon Ball one.
No, I mean people are playing Terry and Sharon, yeah.
No, I was talking about Dragon Ball.
Oh, I think the patch is also...
That's out already.
Yeah, Dragon Ball patch is out.
Okay. Yeah, no, but Fighting EX Layer, new patch came out. They added Sharon, and they added Terry Bogard.
They sure did.
And Terry Bogard looks really good.
He sure
does.
I
mean, if he has a full meter, he's going to destroy you,
I
think, so... Yeah.
Power Geyser super into juggle.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Into Power Geyser, into juggle, into Power Geyser, into juggle, and it was like 70% life. Yeah.
Yeah. But that game allows that stuff, Yeah. Who is Sharon?
Sharon was a character in the previous game. She had like a whole sniper rifle mechanic where she had to like charge up her gunshot and then she could like have a super. So basically if she charged it up and like loaded her gun basically, then she had a super that she just shot you across the screen. And then like if she also had like a level 3 where she hits you and then you go into like the crosshairs and you see the guy and you see like it was kind of silly. So
okay,
yeah.
Do you know if she has that stuff?
I saw a tweet from Justin saying that you can't reload, like get more bullets. So I think every round you just have a limited number of bullets or something like that. So
okay,
yeah, but
she was an EX2 character. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't know much else. I still don't own Fighting EX Layers, so I can't really test it out or anything like that. So I don't really have any ability to say anymore.
Same.
You know what I do own, though? You know what I do own?
I don't. What do you got on that there Nintendo Switch?
It is Power Rangers, baby! It's morphin' time! Dun, 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 dun. We need power of the Chensor now! Dun, 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 dun. I'm not that into Power Rangers.
Does it have that music in this game?
I don't think... I haven't heard it yet,
yeah?
Actually. Maybe it's in there or something like that.
I wonder...
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder like how many resources went into this. The gameplay looks cool, but clearly the rest of the game doesn't. I just wonder like if they actually had resources for like the songs and stuff. I don't know. I
mean, so people are saying they found TODs and all this stuff like that. Like, honestly, I've already done a combo that's like 85% life or 80% life. Calling the Megazord and all that stuff like that is kind of broken.
What does it do?
So basically, you call the Megazord.
So it's a Marvel style game, right?
Right. Yeah. But the Megazords are like gems in Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. Okay. There's 3 different assists that you can get that are just like Zords that come in and do stuff. But I don't know how many resources exactly it costs, or if you have to be dying or something. Because obviously, I'm doing this only in training mode. But at one point, you can hit both assist buttons, and he goes, preparing the Megazord, right? And he like freezes there for a second, and then you can keep moving. And then the Megazord shows up on the screen, and a little meter rotates around. And as that meter is rotating, if you hit light, medium, or heavy, it does a different attack. So the Megazord that I was using, like medium button, a giant foot just steps on the guy and kicks him. Sorry, kitty.
Sorry, little cat there.
Like steps on him and kicks him, and then like heavy, the sword just drops down and like bounces the guy around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd come to my side too, for sure.
But the thing about it is, if you use it, that doesn't do anything to that Megazord timer, and as long as the timer's still going, you can call it again. So you could do like multiple attacks in one combo with that Megazord, as far as I can tell so far. So yeah, and the thing about it is, normally when you activate it, it's like you're in delay, you have to wait, but I do a combo where I attack, call, assist, attack, charge it up, the assist hit him, then I run up, hit him, Megazord, pow! Juggle, Megazord, pow! Juggle, Megazord, pow! And then I juggled him with the super, and it was like 700 and some damage out of like, looked like 800, 900 or something like that, so, yeah.
Wow. Well, the combat does look cool. I watched a guy streaming it, and it looked like...
Oh, cool. Okay.
It looked cool. I mean, it looked like Marvel. It looked like there's wave dashes, right?
Well, the interesting thing about this game is
very
that...
Marvel-y, or looked it.
There are no special moves in this game. It's like all normals.
Okay.
Like there is a special button, but it doesn't really do like special moves like you would think it does. Like the Red Ranger, the only guy that I've messed with, back in special makes him roll backwards.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a universal thing or not, right? But there's literally no directional buttons as far as I've seen so far, and there's no motions, there's no commands for anything. Right. So it's just like this normal fighter kind of thing.
But normals are like big stuff, right? It's
it feels a lot like BB Tag.
Right, okay.
The normals feel a lot like BB
sense.
Tag
Okay.
because the chains are very specific. Lots of moves are hidden behind chains and stuff. And like for example, you can do BB, and you can also do ABB, but if you do AA then B, then the B is the second B. You know how like BB Tag has that kind of feel to it, you know? So there's a lot of things like that. So it's really kind of interesting. Yeah, I played it for like seriously like 15 minutes. So obviously I don't know a huge amount about the game right now. I can't like sit here and be like, oh, here's my professional opinion on this game right now. You know, I'm still just trying to learn it. So it's like a combo. But when you do the combo, it doesn't combo. But when it combos, then it does the whole combo. You understand? Hell no.
Oh, man. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I did watch it, and it seemed interesting. I've also heard that the online play is all right, but let me know if that's accurate. Somebody on my stream earlier was saying that.
Dude, hell no is that was the best part of that. That's that fixed the whole thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, so people, I'm interested in the combat because I know that Clockwork worked on it.
Right.
And I know how much he loves Marvel. It's clearly a versus series game. It's clearly in that subgenre.
But people have found infinites already, I think. So I think some people have found some infinites already. That just is same old standard system where it looks like two windows overlapped and like a certain timing just makes it so that... Because there's obviously hit stun deterioration. And that might even be like count based or something like that. Because like clearly if I do starting attack from the ground to do this loop, basically, like one, gravity kicks in, and then two, they flip out at a certain point, like almost automatically. But if I add a jump attack to it, they flip out one hit earlier. You know what I mean? So it almost seems like there's like a kind of a count to it. But I think someone found an infinite already. Someone asked like, oh, is this like a training mode only infinite or something weird like that? So I don't know just yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So.
Well, I'm interested in the gameplay. I think I don't have a personal connection to Power Rangers really. Like, I don't really care about it in that respect. But I don't know. I mean, I know the people who worked on it, and I think that they make cool stuff and like cool things. So I'll definitely give it a go.
Yeah, it's $20.
It looks whack for sure. Like the looks.
Yeah,
the graphics.
The animations are janky and everything like that. It's $20. Yeah. Oh, the infinites are real, huh? Okay, but only 2 characters so far have it. Okay. Got it. But it feels like the same thing. So it's just like a lot of the Arxis games where when you hit, in the training mode at least, when you hit someone, there's that little meter that shows you how long their hit stun is going to last in the air, right? And there's a juggle combo that someone's doing with someone who looks like they have she has Black Panther claw swipes, that they juggle with a button. And I swear it looks like the hit stun goes to 0. So it might just be hitting it at a timing that it considers reset, but the combo, they don't, like maybe it resets 1 frame before they can actually flip or something like that. I don't know, but it looks like that they're just looping them over and over and over again. So, yeah.
All right.
Is it worth it for $20? I played it for 15 minutes, so I'll have to mess with it a little bit more. I'll probably stream it at some point.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
Fun, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be nice. Well, I don't have a joystick.
It seems like a good sandbox game.
I just don't have a joystick for it though. Well, that's the interesting thing. Like I said, there's no special moves in it, so it's like really weird. Like it does feel limited in a weird way. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I have a lot of options, but that's the thing is I want to explore it and take a look and see what happens.
Okay.
So. Yeah, Shady K helped on it as well. So, I'm sure both of those guys came in the middle of the project probably, and were like, dude, we need to like do as whatever we can to fix this. And so I don't know if it's good. Like, obviously there's going to be issues with it here and there because I don't think they were on it since the very beginning. But,
Interesting. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anything else to say about any of these 4 games that have all had changes?
Or just released, right?
Basically. Or new stuff, yeah.
Not that I can think of, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it for game news. Oh, well, also the BB Tag update comes out in April in the arcades.
Oh, that's right.
And it will come out on console in May.
And is that where Teddy and everybody's
new
going to be
characters,
added?
the balance patch.
A lot of people have been talking about, I guess they've been testing them out at different places and stuff like that. Apparently, Heart seems really, really good right now.
Oh, yeah?
I was talking to Olaf about it. He's been doing a lot of, like, reading up on it and everything like that. But apparently she's, like, straight up a Marvel character. Like, she even has, like, Doom missiles and stuff like that. But, her air homing cancel, which, can basically be canceled. So it's like she's got, like, box jumps and stuff like that. So apparently she's, like, really, really strong. And she seems very Marvel-esque right now. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, in any case, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, there's not a lot of other news in terms of other stuff there, but...
She's got armor on buttons, too. Like
does she really? Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Dang.
Interesting.
I saw the brief, like, character explanations that they put out for them.
Right, yeah.
But those were very brief. Those were, like, literally a minute of info, so not much.
Yeah. Sure, Teddy. I mean, I guess Teddy's super from Personas where he, like, jumps up and throws a giant missile at you. Apparently that's one of his assists now.
I heard, yeah.
So, yeah. So, we'll see.
Yeah, that's cool. Well... I guess that's it for game news.
Okay.
And nothing for Street Fighter.
I've got a pocket Sagat.
That's pretty cool.
That was a Red Bull shirt. They have this. There's a Sakura one, and there's an Akuma one.
Is he actually like graphically down there? Is he in your pocket? Wow, he actually is.
Yeah, his legs are actually all the way in there.
That is hilarious. Yeah. What a James shirt.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they have an Akuma one, and I think they have a Sakura one, too. Yeah. So it's actually kind of
That's hilarious.
Awesome.
Well, I support that. So, we want to move on to a couple of results?
Sure. I mean, there was a good... There's a good event this weekend, so a lot of strong players there. That was the...
FVCup X SEAM, Southeast Asia.
Do we know what the story between that is? So FVCup and SEAM have been events in the past, right? Yeah. So did they just team up?
I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody talking about it. That would make sense, though.
Right.
I'm not sure. In any case, as you said, it was super stacked. This is a ranking event on the Capcom Pro Tour, but people traveled there in good numbers. So Fujimura won it. Congrats to him. He's who I picked to win. Well, Ibuki I picked to win final round. That didn't work out, but he did win this one.
I watched top 8 halfway through, and then obviously it was in the middle of the night, and I just passed out. I couldn't watch the whole thing. So.
I saw some of the replays. Tokido got second. That's pretty cool. I was really happy for Hot Dog 29 who got third place.
Okay.
And he beat Itazan in doing so, which I think is tough, personally. But he did that.
M. Bison, there we go.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Then Bonchan and Momochi after that, 4th, and then 5th, and Itazan also 5th. Gamer B.
Nice.
You know, he was talking about how he wants to compete again and take it seriously, and there you go. Second week in the Capcom Pro Tour, second event, he's already top 8 again.
Nice.
And then Sako, even older, also in top 8 as well.
Yeah. Good. Let's go, old man.
But yeah, it was super stacked.
Tokido now?
I think he's like my age or a year younger. I think he's like 33, 34.
Okay. Dang, he must have been really young at EVO 2002 then. He must have been like still a teenager.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess I was 19. Yeah, he could have been 18 or 17. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he did look quite young in retrospect.
It was funny too because I think it was Cien didn't do so well. He drowned in pools at that event, but his girlfriend Jen got second place in Street Fighter 4. So there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. KOF 14 was won by, I don't really know, June, I guess. Tekken 7 by Bren Maru. KOF 98 by Pac-Man. SC6 by Muhammad. DBFZ by, I would say, is Zanzas.
Okay. Yeah, but the Street Fighter 5 tournament was really good. A lot of strong players.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about him losing in pools, the pools were as stacked as that final round.
Yeah, I mean, dude, NCR is the same way.
NCR is the same way, yeah. Yeah, when we were talking about final round, when we were introducing it, I said that I didn't expect every tournament to be as stacked as final round. So far, these first three basically are. This one was, NCR will be the same. Still not sure if that's going to keep up, but...
I mean, the brackets at NCR came out, then they were changed again, so, I mean, yeah. I don't even think we have anything to go over right now yet. Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the final brackets are out, but I saw the brackets before.
Right, one of the brackets was dumb, dude.
One of them was wild.
It was like the last one.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, yeah.
Johnny and like all these other...
It was like 8 players, it was too much.
But what place did Johnny get in this event? He missed the top 8, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, he got...
I think he got 13th place.
Okay, there you go. Okay, but still pretty strong. So, but yeah, NCR is this weekend. So,
yes.
You know, that's going to be a big event. Obviously, a lot of. I'm glad it's back in San Jose.
Yeah.
Glad it's back in San Jose.
It had been in Sacramento.
Yeah, in Sacramento. You know, not the most exciting.
It's funny because I thought it was fine. I thought it was better than many a tournament in terms of location.
Really?
Yeah. I liked the little. Like Old Town Sacramento that was like within short walking distance.
I just didn't like the fact that I felt like there was nothing to eat.
There was food there.
Yeah, but none of it was ever any. Like we only ever went to that seafood place because it was the only thing open that late at night.
That is just that's what is that?
Joe's
Bubba
Crab
Gumps or something?
Shack.
Yeah. Yeah, that was whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't enamored with Sacramento.
Yeah.
So.
Well, instead we're going to be in San Jose.
Well, San Jose is at least guaranteed to have good hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah. San Jose is a big city. There's a lot to eat, I'm sure, but I don't know about in the particular area. I haven't checked it out.
Right,
I might need to drive. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, Combo Fiend entered everything.
He did, yes.
He entered everything.
He did. I'm curious.
Oh, he's in Smash as well?
Oh, dang,
I didn't know. But he entered Street Fighter 5, so... curious to see that. I wonder who he plays in that game.
The only clip I've ever seen of him playing was him playing Cody, and he had the best Cody I've ever seen.
That's right. Actually, no.
Ridiculous.
100% he's going to be playing Cody because he loves that character.
Yeah, his footsies were crazy with that character. It was amazing. So we'll see.
Are you serious, Crack Prawn? Is he playing G or is he... Oh, he plays Cody and G.
G seems like a Combo Fiend character to me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I mean, just rush.
Weird character, right? He likes that. A character that people don't think is top tier. He likes that.
Right.
Command grab, like that sounds like a Peter character to me.
Yeah, it does. So
yeah.
Okay.
So that is this weekend. Also, the Street Fighter League powered by Rage has been completed.
Okay, the Japanese Street Fighter League.
Correct.
Obviously, we haven't done the U.S. one yet, so we're in the process of that.
The prize for first place was 3 million yen.
Wow.
Now that is for a team.
Right. So it's 1 million yen per team. What is that? That is
27, according to this, well, a little bit less than 30,000 as of the time that Event Hubs did this. I guess it was $27,398.
Right. So it's basically about 10,000 for each player.
9 to 10,000 per player.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so the team that won it was Itazan Ocean. Yeah, top tier Zangief.
Ocean, dude.
That's what he keeps saying.
Yeah. Oh, does he say that too?
He thinks Zangief's top 5. I asked, who did I ask? I asked somebody at Final Round what they thought about Geef, and they brought up the fact that they talked with Itazan, and that Itazan thinks that he's top 5. That it's not like, as I had assumed, that other people were losing to Itazan, and so they were like, this character's ridiculous. But actually, Itazan thinks he's top 5. I don't know.
Just because of Stand Strong and the lariat change, you know?
I think probably also because you take less damage when you absorb things, so V-skill's more important again.
Okay. I mean, look, if he's right, I mean, again, it just shows how subtle changes can flip characters wildly. Which is why every time when people are like, this is what we need to do to balance this character, they're always like, just give him like this move that's an overhead and safe on block and combos off of everything and combos into other things. That won't make him too good. You know, that's always what everybody says.
You gotta have a light hand. I still definitely don't think that Zangief's top 5, but Itazan's a little bit better than I am, so okay.
Yeah.
So he won it along with his teammates Mochan, Fang, and Keita Kimura, Ken. You know which team they beat? It was so delicious.
Dang.
They beat Nemo Aurora.
Itazan beat Nemo!
Yes, he did.
Okay,
yes, he did.
Okay.
It was great.
Did Itazan make sure Nemo knew?
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. He was smiling up a storm. And they were in the like grand final set. A couple of times Itazan screwed things up. He missed like 2 or 3 pile drivers, which I never see. And each time he did that, he still won the round, right? Just happened to turn out. And he had like the biggest smile on his face. He was like clearly cheesing, like, I'm beating you without even getting
biggest smile on his face, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Who was on Nemo's team?
SCVI, Anman, Urian, and Mami Okumura with Blanca and Ken.
I guess they could change characters, huh?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, because Itazan played Gief and Abigail.
Okay.
Although I didn't see an Abigail for him. I didn't watch that set, I guess.
Funny.
Yeah, so shout-outs to Itazan. He's the best. Mago's team got 3rd.
Yeah, I think like Tokido's team got last or something like that.
They didn't qualify for that. Yeah, they did get last. Well, tied with Fudo's team.
Okay. Dang. Interesting. Did you see... Is that Daigo's cat, or is that like...
I don't know if it's actually his cat, but I did see the Daigo plus cat clip.
That cat was...
hilarious.
It's a little puppy cat.
What stream was it on? I don't know what stream that was on, but... Yeah, I saw a clip of Daigo hanging out with the cat.
Yeah.
Cat seemed like a little baby mode cat.
Yeah, he like picked up the cat and holding the cat, and the cat just looks like he's like, what is happening right now? He's like, what is happening? You are being held by some of the greatest hands that have ever touched a fight stick in the world, cat. Appreciate the blessings that you've had. If Daigo would hold me on his lap like that, I would gain so much power you don't even understand. I wish I was that cat.
Well, something on you might grow at least.
No. Did I say something about growing before that led to that comment? Or yes. Oh, okay, all right.
Were you just talking without listening to yourself?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember when I said anything about growing. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Your power level will grow.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Totally forgot.
All right.
Old man status.
It happens to me too.
Yeah.
And as much as I thought there was a lot of stuff to talk about, that's all I got.
Yeah, really? Okay. No other fighting game news or anything like that?
Nothing that was like so big.
Okay.
Not that I saw. I might be missing something, but that's all I found in my quick perusal.
Any word from Capcom. I've got a pocket cigar. That's all I got. The Field of Fate stage is out. People have been testing it to see if it obscures birdie cans and bananas, and it's fine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's fine. It's there. Like, there's little bits of obscuration, if that's even a word. Sick. But do you know what that stands for? SIC.
Something in Latin, I don't remember.
Okay. Actually, I didn't even use that right, because you only use that word when you're quoting somebody else who says something that's not a real word, right? Yeah, okay. Sick. But, Makai Cup. No, actually, I did not watch Makai Cup. But that was the one that Silent Scope won that. That's why he brought it up.
Okay.
He won Super Turbo in there.
Okay.
And he did it with Cammy. And Eugene tweeted at me and was like, see, I told you that Cammy can win tournaments. And I was like, just going to nod and walk away.
Dang. Okay, wow. Sick, dude. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah. But what other events were there at Makai Cup? I don't even know.
Ooh, Home Muffin.
Oh, that's right. They did have a
You did the
Vampire
research.
Savior.
Nice work.
Yeah. Okay.
I never took Latin. My bad.
That seems like such a David thing that you would actually do, though, is actually take Latin.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess I could see that. But nope, I never took Latin or Greek. I didn't take classics.
Okay. But yes, Home Muffin in the Twitch chat posted. What does it say? Sic erat scriptum, thus was it written. Shortened to SIC. Sick. There you go. Cool. No, I mean, obviously, really good job. I mean, like, where was that? Where was Mackay Cup? Where did that take place? Silent Scope. Where did that take place?
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, shout out to Troller's Fire. Oh, that's right, James Chen personality. Did you just was that's Resident Evil 4, right?
That sounds right.
Thank you. Yeah. And then
it's what Eris has when people do that.
Symphony of the Night has the other guy go, thank you, or something like that. Yeah. I can't remember now. What are you buying?
Anyway, yeah, so James Chen got nominated in some ESPN thing. Tell us about it.
It was a March Madness thing where you could vote for, it was like an esports March Madness bracket.
Okay.
Right? And so they just put esports personalities in there. Like Sonic Fox is a number 1 seed character, person in that bracket. He's number 1 seeded. He's in the same quarter as Simple. I think Simple is seeded.
Repeat?
I think Simple is seeded number 3.
The repeat?
And Sonic Fox is seeded number 1.
Dang.
Yeah. So they are, and I'm in one of the brackets.
Simple is a Counter-Strike player?
I think so. Who had not a super salty tweet. It just led to a bunch of salt. Basically saying that he felt like Sonic Fox didn't really deserve to win, right? So
talking about the Esports Player of the Year award given by the Video Game Awards.
Oh, yeah.
I believe. What was the one that I was on that didn't matter, but then there was another one and they had like the same title? I got them mixed up, but I think it's the Video Game Awards. Yeah, I don't remember what the one we were nominated for was called now.
But
anyway.
But yeah, somehow I made it.
Sonic Fox can beat him again.
I'm seeded 13th out of 16th in that bracket, which is amazing to me.
13th? Okay. Sometimes 13th ranked schools beat first.
Right. Look, I'm just going to...
Fourth.
I feel like it's kind of a disrespect to a lot of other people because I really honestly don't feel like I deserve to be there. Like, I don't feel like there's just so many other more important people in esports.
Don't you remember when that other news place put out their top 10 commentators? You got pretty high up there.
I was not last in that. I was surprised. I was like
6th or something?
6th or 7th or something like that.
That's good.
Yeah, that was
people
the score.
Like you, James.
Yeah. But, look, honestly, I don't feel like I deserve to be there. I feel like it's kind of weird. I feel like somehow I frauded my way up there because it's imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? And all that stuff like that. Having said that, vote for me.
Okay. Will do.
Vote for me, damn it.
Will do.
Because if I'm there, might as well make the most of it, right?
Who's your competitor?
I don't know. Let me find it. I have it in a tweet.
So it's going to be in tweets, I think, right? That's how they do it? They're going to make Twitter polls, and you have to vote on the tweet. I think that's what they do.
Yeah. Here we go. So that is the tweet.
So whenever they put out the tweet that's like James versus whoever, then you have to vote on that.
So I'm first going up against number 4 seeded Nene from Owl. Nenne from the Overwatch League. I am in the same bracket as Hungrybox. Okay, wait. On my side, Toby Wan is there, so I'm definitely dead at that point in time. So even if I make it to round 2. So Toby Wan honestly is the only name that I recognize. I feel bad.
What do we got here? Arteezy, you don't?
I've heard of Arteezy before. Yeah, Arteezy. But I guess the first seeded is Device from CSGO.
I've never heard of that.
Is in there Valkyrie, who's a streamer, Clayster, Tyler 1, Toby 1, Arteezy, and I'm going up against Nene. I'm not sure. On the other side...
Look at that first round matchup here. Hungrybox versus Xavier Woods.
I know.
Why is Xavier Woods 11th seed?
And he's listed as just personality as well. So Xavier Woods is in there. Shroud going up against Sadokist. Machine versus Zunba.
I like Machine. Machine's cool.
Sneaky going up against O'Larry. So that's my bracket right there. That is my bracket. If I could get into the Final Four, that would be amazing. But it won't happen. I'm not getting... Even if I make it past this first round, I'm definitely not making it past the next round, I don't think.
Here's your competitor.
Oh,
in the first round.
Nice. He's
22 years old.
Dude, I'm like twice his age, dude.
Well, almost.
Respect your elders. Respect your elders.
His alternate IDs include Halloween.
I've always liked the cover of Halloween where it's like the pumpkin, but like it's the way that it's shaped morphs into the hand. I always thought with the knife. It's always been a really cool design.
And I'm a fan of Korean esports names. They're hilarious.
Yes. But like I said, I saw this bracket and I saw the Sonic Fox versus Simple thing. Someone tweeted about that and I was like, cool. And then Javi tagged me in a tweet and was like, here comes a new challenger, jchensor. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you didn't even see.
No, like nothing about it even registered into my head. And then I was like, wait, does he mean I'm in this? And then I found myself in there and I was like, I mean, maybe it's a different James Chen. And the thing is, we can combine our talents together and we can get the votes from all the James Chens. Because it just says James Chen personality. Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily cover which one of us there is. Because I know that there's like 4 of us in esports in some form or another. So if we can amass all of our votes, we can take it together as like some sort of Tomax and Zaymot or like some
that would be very
reflector kind of, power thing. So, yeah.
Sneaky's in your bracket? I didn't even see.
Sneaky's at the bottom. He's number 2 seed.
Oh,
so, I'm going to get dunked. I'm going to get dunked. So
I'd vote for Sneaky.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. Is he cute?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
He does. I mean, he's a good player. But he also does cosplays of female LoL characters. And
really?
Super good job of it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Now I'm jealous. No, just kidding.
Yeah, man, you got to work on it.
But I'm in this bracket. Like I said, I just put it in the chat over there.
I think that's fair to say that he does a super capital good job of it.
But otherwise, if you want to find the bracket, if you are listening to this on podcast or if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't have the chat links or whatever like that, you can find it on Twitter at ESPN_esports. There is definitely a bracket there for the esports 64. And you can check that out over there. They have a link to vote and all that stuff like that. So, yeah, the number 1 seeds are Faker, Device, Sonic Fox, and Ninja.
Dang, Sonic Fox is up there with Ninja and Faker? All right, I'm not sure I would have said that.
Who do you think, do you think Sonic Fox has a chance to take this?
No, I think Ninja's going to destroy it.
Yeah, I think.
For sure.
As much as I'd like to be like, let's go. Ninja's going to kill everybody, I think. So, yeah. That's a good question. I don't know if this is all time or if this is just like recent, like of current time right now.
What?
These names here, like this bracket.
Oh, it's just current stuff.
It's just current stuff, right? Because some people are saying it's where's this person, where's that person, but I don't think that they have.
I don't think it's all time.
Yeah, I think it's just for this year. So. Yeah. I mean,
Kenny Omega's. You're ranked the same as Kenny Omega. 13th seed.
Dude, I'm higher ranked than Tokido.
You are higher ranked than Tokido's 14th seed. And he plays against Simple. Dang, Simple has to beat a fighting game player to meet Sonic Fox.
Tokido is ranked number 14th in his pool, and I'm 13th in my pool.
Yep,
it's the Tetris boost. It's 100% the Tetris boost.
Yeah, maybe it really is, to be honest.
Could be.
The commentary from Tetris.
Yeah, maybe.
That actually might have helped. Oh, Golden Boy's in there? I like him. He's a good dude.
Golden Boy's cool, yeah. Pokimane is in there. She's a streamer.
Indeed.
really popular, right?
Sure is.
Dr. Disrespect.
Where do you see that?
He's
Wow,
at
number
number
5?
5?
That's surprising. I would have expected higher.
Yeah. So there you go.
You want to put the link in there again into the chat?
Oh, the link, sure.
And then put it in the YouTube video as well.
Yeah.
But the voting
I'll probably
is not
forget
current.
to do that. I'll probably forget to put it in the YouTube video because I'm just like get things up there as fast as possible. So like I said, if you are watching this on YouTube or listening to this on podcast form, just go to ESPN_esports on Twitter. You can also find my Twitter as well at jchensor. Obviously, I have the tweet that says, "What the hell am I even doing in this bracket?" And you should be able to find that.
Nice.
It says, "What the hell am I even? Why the hell am I even in this bracket? I feel like a ton of people would be more worthy than me, but vote for me."
Yeah, for sure. So click on it. Now I'm curious to see who else is in
All the pools
this. Yeah.
Okay.
So we went through.
So in pool in the top left, which is the mid lane pool,
Okay.
is
That's weird.
Faker
Yeah.
in number 1, Leffen in number 2.
What?
Leffen is number 2.
I'm very surprised.
Soembi is number 3. Do they do this based off of Twitter followers? I think that's how it works. Maybe that's what they're doing.
You don't think like Dr. Disrespect has like 1 billion Twitter
Yeah,
followers?
that's true, huh? Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
Maybe not. Okay, because I was because I know Leffen has a crap ton of followers
That's
on
true.
Twitter, right?
That's true.
So okay, number 3 is Soembi, personality. Number 4 is Sinatra from the Overwatch League. 5 is Dupree from CS:GO. 6 is Day 9.
Ooh. I like
7
him.
is Enable from COD. 8
yes.
is Zero from Smash. Number 9 is Summit1G, who is a streamer. 10 is Puppy from Dota 2. 11 is Yoda, who is a streamer. 12 is Karsa from LOL. 13 is...
You know, you can probably just put it up on.
Yeah, you're probably right. What am I doing? Jesus Christ.
I understand we're trying to be more podcast friendly, but maybe not read the entire thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Ooh, there we go.
There you go.
So here is the bracket.
The bracket.
The bracket. So this is the first bracket right here. This is mid lane right here.
Mhm.
Take a look, see if you see any interesting things over here.
I feel like calling it mid lane is really weird.
Why?
Because it's like talking about a spot, a place.
Yeah, well,
Mid lane is like a location.
I think they kind of did that with all of these, right?
Did
So
they?
the
What
next
other
one
ones?
is bracket is King's Row.
Yeah, but that is, it's a map. Mid lane is like, I think of it, or what was mid lane? I think of that as being like in a certain spot.
Like a section of a,
a
map.
section.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's just a weird choice. Anyway,
Okay.
whatever. Doesn't matter.
There you go. So this is the top right here. As we mentioned, Golden Boy, Tokido, Simple's in here. Kenny Omega, Dr. Disrespect. Sonic Fox is the number 1 seed here. Pokimane is down there. Inferno, which is the bottom left,
Okay.
has Device there. It has Toby-Wan, Arteezy. It has James Chen. It has Hungrybox.
Boo.
Xavier Woods.
Boo.
Machine,
Boo.
Sneaky.
No, I like all those guys. Those are all cool follows.
Yeah, of course. And then the last one is Tilted Towers
Okay.
on the bottom right.
Okay.
And that has Ninja. Woo! Red Eye is there.
Woo.
Daigo.
Red Eyes, the only person
Daigo
on this list older than you.
Daigo is ranked number 11.
Dang.
Monte Cristo's on here. MK Leo's on here.
Dang,
Leo.
all right.
Yeah, number 15 seed. He's no number 13. But, you know.
No.
Not
he's
that
up
many
to that
people.
level.
Not many people can be ranked 13th. Okay,
You're right.
Tokido
Only
can't
4.
even. Tokido can't even be ranked 13th, man. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So that's the bracket right there.
Bjergsen is number 10?
Who?
You know, Bjergsen.
Oh, Bjergsen. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. Surprised by that.
It's just a popularity contest. Question, what is this for? It's just a popularity contest put up by ESPN to create more engagement on their social media. It's a marketing gimmick, and we're all falling for it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Kidding. Oh, man. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, definitely a weird situation.
I mean, wait, no, that's the wrong one.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaiser Freak, for the subscription. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you. I was sad that it turned out that the Darkwing Duck scene on the new DuckTales show was just a TV show, and it's not real. It makes me sad.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, anyway. Non-existent seg right
Mad
there.
jelly. That's right. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm very surprised. I was very surprised.
That's great.
That, so.
You are well deserving.
Thank you. Anything else that you want to talk about here? I played Street Fighter again recently, and I feel like whatever. So last week, Sanchez and Sammy Fish came over. We played some Tekken, and they were just training me on some Tekken and stuff like that. And,
Okay. Woo, thank you. Wow, gifted sub.
Dang, Strider Zero gifting a sub.
Dang.
Okay, nice. Wait, did he gift a sub to himself? No, he gave himself to someone else named Striz Zero. So Strider Zero just gave a gift sub to Striz Zero.
Okay.
This seems very suspicious.
It seems a little suspicious, I'm not going to lie.
This is very, very suspicious. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bit of a smurf there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on topics.
Sub
collusion. Pot split.
He actually says he hit random.
Really?
Dude, that is amazing.
Nice work.
That is amazing. Okay. After talking with them and just kind of like talking and thinking about the game a little bit more, I played then again on stream the next day. And I did okay. I did all right. But then towards the end, I just started playing sets with other viewers and stuff, with the viewers and stuff. And as I went, I think I mentioned this on Sunday, but like it was helpful because I played people who are at my level. I played people that I was stronger than, and that always helps me so much. And I just gain a better idea of how the pace and of the speed of a match and how it's supposed to be played. And I just figured out a lot of things, and I think it just clicked something in my head because I played Street Fighter V this last Monday, yesterday again, as I do on Mondays whenever I can.
Okay.
And I did way better than I've done in the previous stream. Like, I've almost gotten myself back to platinum at this point in time.
Okay.
So, shout outs to Big Tummy Dummy.
Cool,
so,
man.
but yeah, like, I was playing so much more patient. I was also really smartly throwing in the crazy. So I was doing spin knuckles and hooligans and stuff like that. But not just, like, throwing them out there in stupid places, but trying to actually do them in smart places. And, and like, I don't know, like, I did 2 weeks ago, I tried to play a more wild and patient game, and I failed miserably, and I got really salty at myself, as usual. But then this last time I played, and I felt like I accomplished both of those things. I played much more patient, like I was getting used to from Tekken, and then I was able to throw in a little bit more of the wild, and I even I think I mentioned on that stream on Sunday, like Boats and Joe's always like yells at me to be like happier and pop off and be happy. I actually popped off on a couple of wins, like I was like so happy I was like, yeah,
okay,
punching my fist like this.
That's
and
awesome,
like,
man. All right,
I almost hurt my hand when I was doing that, but you know that's the way it works.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. So. Yeah, so I feel like I'm kind of getting back into fighting game shape a little bit more. Unfortunately, I am going to say, though, that we've talked about this before. I've been saying that there's just not enough time for fighting games, and like certain fighting games just kind of have to fall by the wayside. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that might be BB Tag for me. I might actually just have to drop BB Tag at this point because Street Fighter V, Tekken, and Soul Calibur are taking up a lot of my times, and I really want to put Unist and Guilty Gear back in the rotation, but those currently are not in the rotation, and I think I'm going to lose BB Tag at this point in time because I feel like that game is a little harder to keep up with and stuff like that.
I agree with that, yeah.
In a weird way. So
no, there's just a lot of stuff.
Characters keep getting added and like...
For certain characters, changing. But yeah, dude, there's just so much. It's just such a sandbox game
Right.
that like, people,
I also heard like the latest patch. I heard Wallstein kind of got deleted or something like that. So,
Really?
Have you looked at the patch notes
I
yet?
guess no.
Okay, I heard he's like not very strong right now or something. Why would you say that, Eric? Man, I don't think there's a good time to drop any games. I think that's really terrible.
I thought Wallstein was fine, but I could. Be
Oh,
wrong.
Wallstein is still good. Okay. But I mean, I'll definitely still mess with it on the plane.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
good.
have it on the on this buddy right over here, so I'll still be messing with that.
Yeah.
What was the game that was? What was the fighting game that was coming out that was going to be on this thing as well? Not just
Mortal
Power
Kombat.
Rangers, Mortal Kombat. I will definitely be getting
100%.
Mortal Kombat on this thing.
100%.
I have not tried DOA yet as well, Mex Deuce. I should, you know what? I should just stream one day where I play Power Rangers for like 2 hours, and then I'll play DOA for 2 hours,
Sounds
and
great.
then I'll just play like all the other games,
Uh-huh.
the new stuff. So
Agreed.
yeah, MK will be later, but once it's out, I will be very happy about
month.
that. So
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to get it for Switch also. Maybe we can play each other on the plane. That would be awesome.
we tried on the 30th, but someone was sitting in first class.
Somebody
and
was sitting in first class, so unfortunately our connection wasn't that great.
Yeah,
I was
we're
just,
too far apart.
somebody was just too far in front of the other person,
Yeah,
just
uh-huh.
seated way up there where the connection didn't work that well anymore. It's rarefied air up
Yeah.
there. It
I'm still
smells
salty
different.
because,
it
like,
tastes
on the way,
different.
I didn't ask for the upgrade on the
Sleep
way
different.
there.
Yeah.
I asked for the upgrade on the way back, and I did it like the same time you did.
You
So
sure
I
did.
must have been on the cutoff. You must have been the last person accepted on that list. I'm really salty about that. So
We'll never know, but I had, an excellent breakfast,
you had that warm cookie.
Oh, the warm cookies, so great. They'll give you all the booze you want, although I didn't take advantage of that because it was 7 in the morning. But theoretically, you could do that. She knows your name, She was like, hey. She looks at her little list. Hello, Mr. Graham. What can I get for you? Would you like a little piece of bread or whatever it was?
I'm surprised she didn't walk up to you and go like, "Hello, Bardock. Do you want some?"
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, we actually streamed some Mortal Kombat 11 this past weekend. It was from the stress test earlier, and one of the talkers on the microphone kept calling Baraka Bardock.
That was such a funny... I forgot about that before we were streaming. I was thinking like, oh, this is the guy I hit with like 30 back twos in a row. Mm-hmm. I'd forgotten that he called Baraka Bardock and Scorpion Scorpio.
Scorpio.
It was hilarious.
It was amazing.
What a stream. I just uploaded it to YouTube. So
I have it on YouTube as well. I uploaded it to YouTube as well. I just haven't named it and everything like that.
I guess I uploaded the stuff that I played later, so never mind.
Oh, you played stuff later.
Yeah, you did.
If you want to do the other one, please do that
It's
one
already
too.
on. Yeah, I already played
Oh,
it.
you already lived it and everything? Did you edit the front and the back and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Okay, sweet. Okay. I just haven't had a chance to do that.
Yeah,
So
I did that
okay,
stuff,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, that's hilarious, so I highly recommend checking out that clip. It was funny stuff.
It's good stuff.
I'm super looking forward to that game. That's basically all I'm thinking about. I'm going to play, obviously, MK. SF5 I'm really enjoying. I'm going to stick with that. And BB Tag is probably the other winner
Let me
for
get
me.
one more cheese puff. You dropped Soul Calibur, right?
I think that's the one that's going to go for me.
Yeah. Because you haven't been playing that much at all,
No.
so yeah. I wonder what I'm gonna do though, because like I still want to play Unist some. I still want to play Unist. But we do have a Patreon. We need to play a game online with some viewers at some point in time. Street Fighter is the only game that we both cross at this point in time, I think. So we might just have to do Street Fighter.
I'm still down to play Calibur. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with it, but I remember moves.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll keep practicing stuff on here for BB Tag just so I don't completely forget
Okay.
it. So, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what else to talk about for the next 20 minutes.
Last week to register for Combo Breaker 2019 at the normal rate. Price goes up on April 1st.
What do you mean that VIA is organizing an introduction night for fighting games at Esports Arena on April 6th? Oh, you have a link. That sounds very handy.
What do we got?
Introducing Let's Learn Fighting Games, hosted by Alex Valle. Date April 6th. Features: learn various fighting games, Q&A sessions with live audience / viewers, casual stations, and more.
It's a blog post about it.
Whoa. Yeah, it just says focused on teaching and
I mean, he's doing
viewer engagement.
He's trying to do a lot more of that stuff because on Wednesday Night Fights this week, everybody who's eliminated, like in the first few rounds, gets put into another bracket for free, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
Which
is something that I've been saying that people should do for a while now.
Indeed.
I think the 0-2 bracket that West Coast Warzone does should just be a thing at locals.
Very good idea.
You know, especially because locals are small enough that you could do that. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Jabali did reveal CEO cross
AEW. It's like Arena Event Wrestling, I think it was.
Elite Wrestling.
All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
All Elite Wrestling. There you go.
Anyway, that's cool.
Yeah.
So he's going to be
rematching against the guy that he fought. Yeah.
Michael Nakazawa.
Is that his name?
I'm not very confident.
No, okay.
Oh, I got it right.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I mean, the thing is, it's not NJPW because Kenny Omega left that. Kenny Omega went over to the AEW and is basically trying to help bring up that league now.
So he legit doesn't work at New Japan whatever
no,
anymore?
he was just a talent hired there, right? So,
yeah.
No, he left it.
Oh,
he
I guess I thought that was like a storyline.
No, he left it. He left it. He's done with it. And it was really interesting too because I talked with him about it at Evo Japan.
Okay.
We were just sitting there and I was just talking. I was like, oh, so why'd you decide to leave that? And we just had this conversation. It was just really weird. Cause
he's so nice.
He's so
you guys.
He's
it's
so
crazy.
famous and you don't ever get to go up to your favorite singer or whatever and just be like, hey, so why did you decide to do this? And he's like, it was just blah, and talk to you. But I got a chance to talk with him about that. We were just having this conversation. Like you said, he's literally the nicest guy
He's
ever.
not, I guess I mean, you can be nice, right? But I guess I imagine too that a big pro wrestler who's out there would be
has this crazy heel personality,
be gregarious. No, I mean obviously that's whatever. But I just imagine him also being gregarious and outgoing and really out there. But when we're hanging out in the back, he's on his phone and he's oh hey everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you. And then he goes and does other stuff by himself.
He wanted to do a little extra commentary, and so Hanzo asked me, he was like, hey, is it okay if he takes one of your spots at Evo Japan? And I was like, sure, no problem, whatever, right? And he was, then him and F-Word got to do some commentary, and I saw him, right? And I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I talked to Hanzo, and he said that you want to do more commentary, so, you can take my slot and everything. And he was like, are you sure? Are you sure? I don't want to, I was like, dude, now I'm not working. I get to sit back and relax. He's like, are you sure? I just don't want to take away. And I was like, dude, it's okay. It's okay. I said, the very first time I met him at CEO, when I started talking to him, I could almost just immediately tell right away that he was just this genuine, just amazing human being, dude.
Big ol' nerd.
He's just he's so cool. It would be cool if we can get lots of celebrities who like the fighting game community or whatever like that, but I'm glad Kenny Omega's one of them because he's just playing. He's playing Apex Legends on stream with Giuna and stuff like that a bunch of times right now.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's really cool. So
he's a big old huge nerd, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he's basically one of us. Yeah,
for sure. It's really cool. But yeah, but see, I saw someone tweet about this. They have that rap battle TV show or something where people come up and they do rap battles against each other that are clearly scripted and everything like that.
You mean epic rap battles of history?
Not that one. I think it just kind of got stolen from that. But Mark Cuban was doing it against someone. And he had a line about the guys trying to look like he's a wannabe Zangief or something like that.
Mark Cuban did a rap?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It was pretty terrible. It was pretty terrible, but he did mention Zangief. So Justin tweeted that. It's see, he knows about fighting games, so we need to. And I was like, dude, that doesn't. Dude, Street Fighter. He didn't write it, but Street Fighter is. This is my whole thing that Street Fighter is so much in the public consciousness that you could just make Street. It was in freaking Captain Marvel at an anachronistic moment because it was too early for it. The movie took place at a time when Champion Edition didn't exist there, but it was literally like they were gonna put a game in the arcade bar and they put in Street Fighter. Like this, that's just how it is. I went to go see one of my favorite singers in concert, and she had this big giant screen behind her showing all this footage for things, and then one song, Street Fighter, showed up in the back of it. Yeah. And I was just sitting there, I was like, why have my worlds merged? Like, why is this happening? So, there you go.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's also very well known, of course.
Yes, but Mortal Kombat is as well known.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And problem is, it just can't be on TV and stuff like that. That's the hardest thing about it. So, I think that it was. I've always said it's going to be one of those two games, but Mortal Kombat just can't make it on TV.
Yeah, it's for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so stoked for that game. And rewatching myself play the footage that I recorded, none of it was very good. Like, I wasn't playing against anybody very good. I'm not that great, but it's just like so fun that I find myself still engrossed in the footage anyway. Even though I'm not great, it's like not inspiring watch or play, but man, that game is so fun. I'm so excited. I'll be playing it at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know. You will have your alarm set and everything.
I mean, I usually wake up at 7:30.
Damn, that's early.
It is pretty early for me.
Early.
Yeah, I have been doing that for the last year or two.
Man. Can't remember the last time I woke up at that time that I didn't have a plane to catch.
Yeah. I used to be a degenerate in that way, but not anymore.
Yeah. The worst thing about it, too, is that Evo Japan kind of fixed my schedule a little bit, but then Final Round ruined it again, so... Because we just didn't get any sleep on Sunday to Monday, and then I ended up sleeping all day on Monday, and it just ruined my schedule, so... Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think we need to keep blabbing. I don't think people want to hear us. Yeah, I know.
Wow, gifted up. Damn, thank you.
Giving that. It's not to, Strider 1 with an O, it's actually somebody different this time, so.
Yeah, I've been playing Birdie a little bit.
Oh, you have been? Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, he seems good for sure. I still think that V-Trigger 2 is... it's super great for the damage that you get out of it, but the other utility of it, I feel, is overrated. But...
Yeah, but I mean, that's just...
The damage is giant.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, that's the key, though, is that you get to extend damage off of so many things that didn't lead to more damage before.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so good. And it's 2 bars.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't do like Fierce Activate and then do cool stuff like that. That's the weakness of it.
So I feel that V-Trigger 1 is maybe more snowball-y, right? Like you're activating, you get frame advantage, you get to do stuff. V-Trigger 2 is maybe more about like if you're a footsie's god and you see a hit, you can cancel it into V-Trigger 2 and get more damage. So I just feel like there's different usages out of it. But it's good for sure.
Having issues fighting Karen? Are you just saying, Jimmy, that you in general are having issues fighting Karen?
I think so.
Or does Birdie have issues fighting Karen or something like that?
I think it's the opposite.
Right.
I think he beats her.
I got smoked by a Birdie online with my Cammy. I'm not sure how to... I can beat a lot of Birdies on there, but this one had particularly good defense and just... I couldn't ever jump in on him, and every time I got in, I just didn't get any damage. He actually tweeted me online, and we talked about the match a little bit. So so I need to work on that. So we talked about that already, Curly W, while you were talking about hockey with other people. When you're talking about sports, about A-sports, you were talking about A-sports with other people. So. What's that?
Well, if you're interested in Mortal Kombat, I'll be playing it on the stream on Ultra 10 TV tomorrow. I may do a little bit of it on my own at twitch.tv/ultradavid. But, Check them out.
I'll be streaming it probably tomorrow afternoon on twitch.tv/jchensor. And then we will all be heading up north to go and hang out at NorCal Regionals.
Yep. I'll be driving up on Thursday. Oh, you should give me your stick if you want to take it up.
I was going to do that. So I was
cool.
Give that to you. So
Sick.
It should be fun. There should be a lot of Mortal Kombat content tomorrow. So definitely check that out. So there you go.
You got it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I think this should work better than last time. Let's see. Okay. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Peace. Oh, wait. Hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to...
Dang, pause it. Wow.
I just kind of wanted to shout out. I didn't get a chance to edit one together today, but wanted to shout out all of our Patreon subscribers again. David Bowie, Ashley Young, Anthony Blardo, Fusas, Scott Tatum, Gisku, Jeremy Fertig, Natchwa, Richard N. And now it's Anja time. Gun Griffin, David Evans, Max Wasserman, Dylan Megahi, or Gaffi probably, Brandon Petraj. And I think that's it right there. So shout outs. You can always check us out on patreon.com/UltraChenTV. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe in the video before. And let us know in the comments
what type of bear is best.
What type of bear is best? What type of bear is best? Is it grizzly? Is it polar? Is it... What other kind of bears are there?
Water bears. Those exist.
Yeah, okay. All right, there you go.
They're not bears, though.
Gummy bears, there you go. Okay. Care Bears. All right, there you go. Let us know what bear you think is best. So, okay.
False.
Huh? What's your...
Your answers were false. So...
You are unbearable, David.
What? Unbelievable.
I got a pocket cigar.
Okay.
Who is driving car? Bear is driving car.